All right. Sorry about the delay, guys. We were waiting on one person to show up, and then apparently he was being forced to eat at the dinner table, like a real civilized person. So he's going to be a bit late.
How dare he?
So, quick recap.
Does that?
Last session, the party took up again in the mines, attempting to clear out what undead remained there, and did a pretty good number to the boss, which was a specter, draining them of their very life force. A couple people went down, no one managed to die, surprisingly, and upon coming back to Ashtana, they were rewarded for their efforts, and they were asked to explore the catacombs beneath the city and figure out what is blocking the underground river that feeds the city, that is essentially dried up in their wells. And that is where we're starting today's session. As you approach the catacomb steps, the walls open up in front of you. You approach the steps, and upon stepping foot on the first step, torches on the wall just light up, kind of in a delay, going down this very long hallway. As the last of you steps foot inside, the walls just reform behind you, in seemingly seamless.
How do we get out after this?
I'm a mountain dwarf. I don't know.
I'm a mountain dwarf and I don't even know.
I assume they'll let us back in.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. So, as you continue down this rather long hallway, going pretty deep underground, again, the torch is just lighting up right in front of you. As you hit one torch, the torch right in the next set of torches lights up, and torches a few ways back disappear and turn off, providing a constant light to you. And after you've
Not
been
like we need
walking,
it.
well, your blind bird friend needs it.
No, but
Just stay close to me.
Vanessa is a torch.
This is true.
I like
She is the human torch.
As you've been walking about 5 minutes, you enter a room, pretty wide expanse, pretty open, and in the center on a fairly ornate pedestal, you see a chessboard. Drag you over for.
Chessboard.
A chessboard.
Well, dang it.
Bullshit. I turn to
I touch
whoever does
it.
magic and ask, "Is this some magical bullshit?"
Turn to whoever it is magic.
Someone's already touching it, so.
Shit. It's like a Harry Potter chessboard. Is it like a huge chessboard or?
It's a fairly large chessboard. But keep in mind, it is on a pedestal, so it's not like... Not what you're
Okay,
thinking. It's not wizard chess, okay?
I was thinking like, oh god, it's giant
What is
wizard
it like?
chest. I think we should just leave.
Is it like lawn chess though? Like
Like, are we picking these pieces up with your hands or your entire, or like both arms? Is what I'm asking.
No, you can pick them up with one hand.
Okay, so they're not that big. They're just.
It's a large chessboard, but not... Like, maybe it was built for a slightly larger people. Or just someone with really big hands.
Big hands.
guys, are these actual chess pieces in an actual chess game, or are they playing a different game other than chess?
Roll me intelligence.
Is this?
Or history. I think that is intelligence. So yeah, history.
Yes.
They're the same thing for me. So cheers. Name. Sorry.
So
Lana will roll for the fun of it as well. Nope.
So, Vanessa, you
I
remember
attempt to pick a piece up.
before Stacey does that, Vanessa, you recognize the pieces. They look a little different. than you were expecting, but you have seen chess played before, and for the most part, they do seem to be chess pieces. Cece, you try to pick up that piece, and for whatever reason, you cannot pick it up off the table.
Can I slide it?
You try to slide it, it does not move any direction.
Is this king in checkmate?
No.
Okay, this is a bishop.
This.
This is the only spot he can move freely.
Yeah. Yeah, he can move there. Unless we are the other team. I say we, assuming this is a puzzle to crack. Might be.
Odds are, if this is something, we would be on the losing end of it, which would be the king and the queen stuck in the corner.
I guess I'll search around to see if I can find other chess pieces.
Roll investigation.
Have fun with that.
Nope. Lana will help.
You find
I will find.
Lana will find that.
Lana finds a lot of the pieces set up in a case alongside the edge of the chessboard, much like you would expect to, put the pieces away so they're not tumbling all over the place.
Can I move the castle?
Oh, that's right. I wasn't doing that for Lana, so ignore that.
Yeah.
You try to move that over.
Yeah.
It moves. Okay, hold on a second. I hadn't thought of that one. And it just recenters itself back where it was.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Vanessa will attempt to put more pieces on the board.
You try to pick them up, and they seem stuck in the case.
Take the king with the knight.
I want to move the see if I can move here.
That's not a
As we
knight.
didn't take. Oh, it's not a knight? It looks like
No.
a knight.
It's a bishop.
Can you tell
I
me
want to
what
try and
each
move
one
the
is?
queen here.
What is?
Vanessa and Lana, I will say no that this is a bishop. This is a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Castle's pretty obvious, and this is a pawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe it's the knight.
Oh, we.
Either
And so what's this one?
Pawn.
That's the queen.
Queen.
That's the queen on the other side.
Okay.
So. I will move. Vanessa will try to move this pawn down to the square.
Okay.
What's the?
You move that pawn down.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the drawing was irritating me. You move the
Sorry.
pawn down, and everyone can roll me perception checks.
Oh fuck!
Oh, look, I did something, guys!
Thank you, Senna. Thank you.
Senna
I saw
and
something.
Oh, there we go.
Cece and Lana hear two audible clicks. Not super loud, but just two audible clicks. And then as they look around, they notice that a door opposite the one that you walked in and a door on the side of the room has opened.
Hey guys, think the doors have opened.
So, did you say two doors opened?
Yep. One directly opposite of the one you came in, and then one off to the side.
I just zoomed really close to the board. Was a mistake.
My axe and walk slowly toward the one on the side.
Okay. Roll me perception.
And Vanessa will do the same, walking to the one in front.
Oh my gosh.
One in front, also roll me perception. So Cheery, as you peer inside, you see. Excuse me. You see what appears to be a treasure chest in the side, and Vanessa, you see what seems to be the same hallway you just came out of, continuing down.
Do I have any reason to think this is a mimic?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Because I've ever seen a mimic.
It's true. I've actually never seen one either.
You can still check if it's trapped.
You can
I'm
check if it's
gonna
trapped, yes.
call over the rogue. And be
Yeah,
like,
call over
"Yo."
the rogue. Okay.
Yep.
Rogue goes over to chest.
I'm gonna go
Right.
stand with Vanessa.
So you're going to check and see if it's trapped, Cece?
Yeah.
All right, roll investigation.
Lana will also check out the chest.
Lana's getting quite good at investigation.
She's doing
Yeah.
pretty well this evening.
She's doing really
You
well.
know, if we're fighting later,
So Lana
Yeah,
sees
she'll just miss everything.
Cece, her bird friend, kind of looking around the chest. Seems to be having kind of a problem considering there's no light in this room. Seems to have some issues seeing where the crack is and kind of peering inside. Lana just walks right over, glances inside. Still no light, but she just happens to see a little string, slips a dagger in and cuts it.
thinks that she just disarmed a trap.
Yes, she did.
Lana smiles and feels very proud of herself.
She.
You're
I'm standing by
welcome.
I'm standing by the Human Torch. I don't know what you're talking about, but
So do you open the chest?
I suppose Lana, after disarming it, she will open the chest.
Okay, so as Lana opens the chest, inside, she fumbles around, seeing as how she also doesn't have dark vision. Yeah, send the two people without dark vision into a dark room.
Oh,
GG, guys.
I guess I'd walk up too because I can see and I think it's safe now.
Okay, so you walk in. Cheery, especially, you find a rather large amount of a currency you don't quite recognize. And it appears to be... They still seem to be sorted out in copper, silver, and gold. They're just not the standard currency used in the land today. Find 1,400 copper, 210 silver, and 88 gold pieces.
would I have any reason to believe that this is probably like the council's stash of gold?
They knew they sent us
You
here.
can roll me wisdom.
This is straight wisdom.
You get a pretty good idea that if this was the council's stash, they would have told you,
Really?
hey, leave the money alone.
This is true, and it's kind of lacking from what I can see.
And
I'm like,
considering the council didn't look a whole lot more wealthier than most of the town,
well, that might actually be their. I mean, you know, I have nothing to say about it then because it's clearly not theirs. It's just
That's about 106 gold right there, total.
it's an Ashtana currency apparently.
So I'm gonna give everyone a full portion, and then the squire half of mine.
GG Squire.
sure, typically
How
the
much is
squire
that
can
then?
just share.
Aw.
But I'll leave it up to you.
I mean,
There you go.
I believe the people should be paid for their work. So if she wants it, she can have it. But if she doesn't, I am keeping that.
So would they
A lot
accept
of
this
them,
currency somewhere else as well? Or this into my regular
We don't
stuff?
We have no idea.
Was
It's
Lana
gold,
will
silver,
accept.
and copper. You wouldn't see.
So anyone will
They
take
can always
it.
melt it down and remake it into current currency.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can just
I'm gonna
round up
write
to
down
18
it's-
gold because it makes the math easier.
All right, so.
So you just get 18 gold.
Yeah.
And
Right. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think I would actually offer Lana like half of the silver.
So like 2 gold pieces, basically.
So wait, didn't we each get 280 copper and then 42?
42
Silver?
silver. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd give Lana 21 silver.
Okay.
Yeah, 2
I'll
gold
let
pieces, but you know,
Vanessa
in
keep
the
track
silver.
of that.
All right, she will still graciously accept.
And that's 18 gold altogether.
Yep.
You said how many silver pieces? 22.
21.
21 is what Lana gets.
All right.
So what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Party funds. Kidding. Is there anything else in this room?
Not that you can see.
All right. The other same hallway we were just in, or like some weird magic shit, or like it's a new hallway.
I think it's a whole new world.
As you try to leave that side room that the treasure chest is in, you
Oh god.
are magically teleported back behind the chest.
Amazing. Oh, I'm gonna throw a hand axe out the door.
Roll me an attack
Oh.
roll.
Oh no. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Immediately after doing it, obviously. Bagger tries to hit me in the head.
So you're gonna duck immediately after throwing it?
Yes.
Lana's going to get down.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Sit down.
Yeah, you now have a hand axe perpetually just flowing through the room. It goes through the door about 6 times before it kind of just loses its momentum and drops.
Oh, okay, I was gonna lift up the chest to make it, hit something, but that's good too. I'm gonna pick up my hand axe, put it back on my belt.
I'm really glad you ducked because you would have taken that to the back of the head.
Man, it would have been like she threw it so hard it came all the way around the world and hit her in the back of the head.
That would have been a way to go.
That's some Wile E. Coyote shit right there.
So now I know that it's anything that goes through the door and not just like people.
Lana will take a step through the door.
All right. So you head straight out the door and teleport back behind the chest.
Lana looks down at the chest, then looks back to the door. She's going to attempt to pick up the chest.
All right.
Roll me athletics.
Does Lana want any? That?
Lana is able to pick it up kind of by the handles on 2 sides, but she's definitely struggling to pick it up a little bit. But she manages to get it up.
Okay, she will attempt to walk out the door with the chest.
You walk out the door and teleport right back where you were, and she drops the chest on her foot. Roll me a D2.
Oh, the poor sweetheart.
You take 2 damage.
You're just like, I really thought that was going to work, so I guess it's not.
I put
Out through the doorway. Hey, you magical. The magic on this door.
You're just talking to the door.
She's shouting out the door that
To store. But I'm still
Someone.
not sure if I remember his name.
All right. Everyone outside the door can roll me perception.
Oh.
I will do that.
Hashtag nope.
Amazing.
Nope. Hey, nobody hearing you at all. Hey, I'd
Nobody
to point
hears
out
it.
that- I'd like to point out that Matt and Vanessa's roles equal mine.
Oh, wow.
I guess you're
Around. I don't know. Like a bit too long. There's,
Does
after they threw the gold at us.
Happens if I put everything that I just earned back in the
CC.
chest and try to walk away.
Yep. That's exactly
Oh,
what
hey, yes,
CC just
yeah.
did, and you teleport back behind the chest.
I don't do that. I keep all of my money.
Does anyone in the room read Elvish?
I do.
I do.
Oh, you're not in the room.
I do.
Damn it.
My
Me and
soul
Tori
connects
can
me so
talk in
bad.
Elvish to each other.
In very roll me intelligence.
At least it's not negative. I didn't do a normal barbarian build.
So it's a lot different than the Elvish you know today. But on the wall behind the chest, in a very ancient Elvish, you're able to make out what is wrong is right and what is right is wrong.
The wall on the opposite side of the doorway.
Yeah.
Walk toward it. And I'm just going to try to walk into the wall.
You walk into
See
the
if it
wall.
lets me leave. See if it lets me leave.
Congratulations, you walked into the wall.
And teleport back.
And I'll teleport it
Nope,
back to the
you're just
wall.
walking into the wall.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try and push on each, wall and see if one is secretly not a wall. I don't understand this magic thing.
I don't understand witchcraft.
Push on each one of the walls, and they feel like pretty solid walls. Hey,
Alright.
someone got it pretty
Hey.
quick. CC.
Oh,
You all see CC try to walk through the wall backwards, nearly tripping because she can't see, and manages to walk out.
all right. So
Does
think
anybody
my
else
best
see this?
approximation of a moonwalk.
Lana will also walk out backwards.
I don't think the moonwalk's been invented yet.
It just
Yeah.
was.
You all manage to walk out just fine. And then the door closes behind you.
We got stuck on that for so
GG.
long.
Does everybody else just see them walk out backwards? Just
No, you guys don't
With
see
your
shit. You're too
perception
busy focused on the... Yeah. You're too
That
busy focused on the
hallway?
new hallway.
man, that's one long ass hallway, you guys.
How far down do you think it goes?
Oh, forever.
Are we sure that it even goes on?
On and on and on.
I walk up behind him. Well, let's find out. And I take a step. 1, 2, 3.
Four.
Why can't I picture the owl from the Tootsie Pop commercials?
Yes.
So you all begin walking down
That's
the hallway,
literally what I was referencing.
hearing
Yeah.
Cece go 1, 2,
I'm gonna
3,
push her down the
after
stairs
a while.
pretty soon.
147, a little bit later 384, 506, and
Vanessa's
since she's
already
too busy
walked
on
past.
counting, she walks smack into a door.
Crunch.
Oh god.
Well, that's one way to find a door.
See,
On the door.
Follow CC.
So it
What's
is
on the door?
Cheery and Senna, the no Elvish, right?
Yep.
Both roll me intelligence checks. Cheery with advantage because you've already kind of figured it out. It's dialect.
That's fine.
Yeah, that
Throwing
was
it
a
away.
good idea.
Yeah.
That was a
So-
good idea.
Cheery, you see 5 buttons lined up alongside the door. And in that
Hey.
ancient Elvish script again, it states, one of these is not like the others.
One of these things not like the other. One
And
one of these
just
the,
don't
just
the
belong.
buttons are numbered 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13.
I'm gonna lean over to Cheery and ask in Elvish.
My soul correctly say it, John. Sorry.
If you could relate this, I think I've got it figured out.
I know the answer.
Yeah, I know the answer.
I mean,
Man,
same.
I'm glad you guys know the answer because I don't know what the fuck it means.
I'll assume you just relay this like you're reading it out loud or something.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Doors
it's
good.
not prime.
Yeah, it's 9.
Yeah, it's 9.
So you push the
So
ninth
I'm
The
button.
only
gonna-
one that's not prime.
I'm gonna hit the 9.
Because it
There's
can be
another-
divided by 3.
There's another answer to that question.
Wait,
What
what?
were the numbers again?
5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. For anyone curious, it's also the only square number in the group.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yep.
But
So you push the button that has the 9 on it, and the door flies open.
you know, this is why I don't like math. Things.
So do you walk in, I assume?
Vanessa will walk
I'm
in
going
first.
to peek in.
Oh, well, Vanessa's already walking in.
Oh.
The Human Torch, you know.
I'll let her go about 10 feet ahead of me, and then I'll go in.
Okay.
And look
Once-
around to see what I can see.
Once the last person has stepped in, the door closes behind you, and you hear an
Don't like
audible
you.
click as the door seals,
Motherfuckers.
and everyone can roll me perception.
There we go.
You know, this is
On
going
and
well.
off. On and off. God damn it, Cheery. Just shut me up.
Cheery!
Hey.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Oh, which reminds me, I need to pull that up.
But the good news is I'm not human too, so.
I know, I'm not human either.
I don't think anyone in this party's human.
I'm only half human.
Okay.
About
I
halfway there.
Cheery,
Vaguely look human.
Senna, Store, and Lana, as you look around the room, Cheery with unidentifiable clearness, see a rather large pit in the center of the room, just tall and wide enough for about one medium-sized person to fit inside, and a door on the far side with a button.
What is it with all these buttons?
They should have told us this was some weird
Button,
number and not
Some-
like the yeah, whatever.
button fetishing going
I
on right now.
pushed the button.
Oh dear.
All right, Cece pushes the button. You hear very audible click, clack, and a
Anyway.
grumble as the ceiling begins to just fall slowly down on top of you.
I'm
You
just
know,
gonna look at Cece and go, why did you have to do that?
Oh, god damn it.
With my
Oh,
perception,
the
And then I'm
hole
gonna
is-
curse
I
and
bring us
bless
all
you.
to the hole. I look at the hole. Is that like an escape route, or is it just like if I go in this hole, I won't die? If the ceiling hits the ground.
The latter, yeah. If you go in the hole, you won't die.
It's only big enough for one person, apparently.
Or
I'm gonna
too
try
small.
pushing the button again.
All right. Store pushes the button, and you hear the ceiling stop dropping for a few moments, and then it begins dropping again.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do
I
we?
push
See,
and
my
hold the
perception
button.
check didn't see any other way out.
Do you say you keep pushing the button, Store?
I
No,
hold the button
hold the
down.
button.
You hold the button down. Okay, you hold the button down, and the ceiling stops. Cheerio, with a perception of 24, you do not see any other way out. Even with critical perception. Sorry.
How high is the ceiling at this point?
Say a good 20 feet.
Are there any holes in the ceiling?
Nope.
That would be too easy.
Well,
Hmm.
I didn't hear a no, but definitely not hearing any yeses.
No, there's no holes in
What?
the ceiling.
Fuck.
If you guys
How
want,
deep is the hole?
There's like
in the
no
ground?
script on the walls or anything.
Oh, walls look like pretty smooth stone.
The ceiling has stopped moving, correct?
The hole would, yeah, the ceiling has stopped falling because Store is holding the button down.
Cece's holding
No,
the button down.
Cece's holding it.
I'm holding the button down.
Oh, okay. Cece's holding the button down.
Okay, I'm gonna let the roof fall, and then gonna repress the button when it gets to about arm's reach for our tallest person.
Why?
I'm 6
Why?
No, I feel like that's a bad idea.
Why?
That's. To answer your question, Shiri, the hole's about 6 feet deep.
So it's just deep enough for me to fit in.
Yeah.
Got
Can
a
we
bunch of
all
room.
fit in the hole?
Nope. It's just wide enough for one
we-
person.
Are you sure we can't like squeeze all up on each other?
You can roll me a pretty high acrobatics check. Everyone can. Because this is going to be
I
the
don't
most
think it would
epic
work.
game of Twister you have ever played in your life.
What was it? Acrobatics?
Hey,
Nope.
we have a water djinn and a fire djinn. They can basically take up no space. Because they're water and
That's not how that works.
fire, right?
They're not elementals. They just have
I know.
elemental blood.
I'm just being funny, you know. Yeah, just trying to fit everyone in the
That's
hole.
just not.
So
So what
No,
if
it doesn't
we
work.
find a way to push the ceiling up higher?
unfortunately, you three tried to cram into this hole and are rather stuck now.
Oh
Roll,
my!
I didn't want to actually do the thing.
A lot of looks down.
You
at
rolled
me
for
we're
it.
all idiots.
So if you want to go in the hole, roll
No,
acrobatics.
You said roll acrobatics. That's all you said. Just roll anyway.
Oh, I'll
Whatever.
let you go. But yeah, someone asked if they could
So
all
who's-
fit in the hole, and I said you could all roll acrobatics to try.
I tried. It didn't work.
I'm
Did
gonna
Storm
try to
actually
wiggle
try?
back out.
So
Well, against
Senna
me?
and Store are definitely stuck in the hole now.
Don't wiggle against
I'm
me.
out. I'm out. That looks
There
so
could
uncomfortable.
be a false brick in the roof. That's why I wanted to bring it down so that someone could be checking the brick while it's not moving. But it's too high to check right now.
Vanessa and Lana are checking to see if there are false bricks in the walls.
Wow.
That'd be an investigation check. You'd have to actually like feel along it. So he
Alright.
would
Yeah,
have to
that's
let
why I
it
was
drop
gonna-
down.
So, to get unstuck,
Nope.
how do we do that?
I'm gonna help pull you out.
Oh,
Roll me strength, Cheery, because even though you are incredibly strong, you're basically lifting two people.
and one of them is 6
Yeah.
foot.
No problem. You pull them out.
All right.
They are a tangled mess of limbs. And you're
I don't know how I feel about
Forget
this.
about them and walk away.
Pervert! Pervert!
Yeah, though.
you're the one that both tried to squeeze in the hole. You can't really call pervert.
I didn't
I
call
was in
pervert.
the hole.
Okay.
I was
Oh.
in there.
No.
If this charisma roll is higher than a 10, she blushes. Got it? Yep. Got it. Red as cherries. GG.
The store's just gonna grin.
I don't appreciate this.
Yes.
You
can
started
we all,
it.
Can we
I
all
know.
focus and maybe look for false bricks in the walls?
Oh
course.
yeah.
So
You're
you've brought the ceiling down to about
Yeah.
We're
6 foot tall.
investigating so well.
I'm gonna help check.
Sure,
Help
use
check.
stone cunning.
Oh, that's much better. Much better.
I mean, you're checking
Not
rocks. It
much
makes
better,
sense.
Much
really. Not much better.
So Cinna and Store kind of running a finger along all the bricks, trying to look for anything that might be false, trying to pry. Everyone's doing this. No one seems to find any false brick.
Not even on the ceiling.
Not on the ceiling. The walls are
the
just
floor.
In the
smooth stone.
hole. Sorry.
I'm going to
I'm gonna
check.
jump back in the hole and see if there's anything in the hole.
Okay, roll me another stone cunning. You find a
There we
gold
go.
piece in the hole, but unfortunately no way out.
Excellent. Just for me.
That's just for me.
I'm gonna check all the walls to see if there's maybe a fake door, like running my hands along it and all that.
Roll investigation.
Someone should try and just open the door.
You find nothing. CC, you try to open the door?
No, if I can reach the door, because I still have to hold the button.
You can't reach the
I'll
door
go
and
open
hold
the
the
door.
button. You go try to
Okay,
open
then
the door.
I attempt to just open the door.
It's locked. I don't know.
So, Senna tries to open the door, and as you're reaching for it, your hand stops actually just shy of the door. And you can't even
Oh.
grab the doorknob.
Oh, this is lovely. Can I roll something to understand why this is happening?
You can roll Arcana.
Oh. Damn
You have
it.
no idea.
I'm calling Store over. Store, get over here.
A lot of walls.
I'm gonna come over and try to grab it, and then, yeah, I'm gonna.
Look, Vanessa and Store got the same number.
Lana, unfortunately, can't really roll Arcana because she doesn't know spellcasting.
All right.
But Vanessa and Store come to the same conclusion. There seems to be a shield blocking the door.
I'm gonna go and check the floor for any loose tiles or anything that might move.
Uh,
I need a
You
hint,
you find nothing.
Would my oil of etherealness help with us at all?
I'm going to take out a copper piece and throw it at the door.
It bounces off the force field.
So it's not an anti-life shield. It's just a regular shield.
Anti-everything shield. Aren't you the fun police?
I'm gonna ask if anyone sees any writing on the walls, or in the hole or anywhere.
I'm going
There
to
was-
cast produce flame and see if doing damage to the shield will affect it at all.
I'm gonna go
Um,
stand somewhere else.
Okay, roll attack.
Oh wow, look at that.
The
As you produce flame, throw it square at the shield, it bounces off, hitting Cheery in the back of the head for 12 fire damage.
what?
Who did that? Store?
No, that was
That wasn't
Vanessa.
Store.
I'm gonna
That was
look at
Vanessa.
I'm gonna look at this tall fire person. Oh man! Crack my
Right.
neck and act like nothing happened.
The
Vanessa's
hell,
just-
man! Nothing happens.
Curse in the name of Elvish. I, for some reason, did not write down any more curses in Elvish than the ones I already have.
Constantly curse, just cursing at like the Cornelius saying he's our new god.
Got it.
Is the door behind us still locked?
It
I
closed
can't
behind
even
us.
touch the door.
So
There's
it's-
a shield.
Same thing happens to both doors. You're sealed in.
What about the writing on anywhere? Does
There is
anyone
no writing.
see?
Store,
No
roll me
one saw any
investigation.
writing?
I g-
And one would hope.
I don't notice any writing.
No, you don't.
Can I look for writing as well?
I thought we already did that, and someone rolled a nat.
That was perception.
That was a perception check to see what the room looked like.
Yeah. You can. I will whisper Lana what she sees.
Ah, damn you, Lana.
She's really on point. with
Oh,
it.
what are you talking about? You should tell Cheery too.
Lana will attempt to read this aloud.
Roll me another intelligence check, Cheery.
Advantage or no advantage this time?
Yep, advantage again.
Alright.
Oh, well, it's better than what. That's the second time you've done that.
Good too.
Unfortunately, figure
I'm
out.
gonna read it out loud and see if Senna knows it better.
Oh,
You,
Yeah,
you
you want me
figure
to
out
roll
what the middle
intelligence then?
word is.
The short
Do
one.
you? Do you,
Uh, you're,
actually,
you're reading it to me.
you gotta read it out loud. You gotta try.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it out loud. Oh, I have to say it. Okay.
Hey, you
Is
gotta
that
at
what you're
least
saying?
try.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Si is elacerol. I don't know this language very well. Do you know what that means? I know what
No.
east means.
Oh my god.
So
Nope.
by this point, as you're all coming over, you all see that on the wall.
So Ari.
Air is air the translation?
And Cheery figured out the air is.
Gotcha.
Blink is something. But to me,
Air
that
something.
word looks like aerosol.
So,
Maybe it looks
so
like
you're
that.
saying that the
The
middle
floor is
word.
lava. Okay, no.
The middle word is. Cheery was able to figure that out.
So this is the translation so far, right here.
Something is something. I'm here for the floor is lava. Let's all jump.
So where is this written at?
I believe the second word has an S in the beginning. And wait, I in the beginning. It starts with I, and I think there's an S at the end where it has IR. As a best guess, but that's just assuming. Wait, we can decipher that the middle word is, correct? Is the I the AI or is the
No.
IR?
It's a different language.
Yeah, it's completely a different language. It's
a
ancient
language.
Elvish.
Look,
Like, it's
I tried
ancient
again.
for ancient Elvish.
Like,
Well, I mean, I think he was getting to the point where it's like, what does IR stand for, and what does the A stand for? He was going to actually break it down.
It's more of a direct
into
translation.
letters.
Yeah.
I want to try and understand it again, I guess.
So you
I'm
spent
going to
some
try
time
to
studying it?
understand it.
Cece, you're still just pushing the button, right?
Yes. I haven't left the spot. I'm still
Can I-
pressing the button.
Can I add a D4 to that since I have that card?
you know
If
what?
you have a card,
That's-
yeah, you can do
But that's
that.
just gotta go around. Just gotta go to It's going to cast guidance on.
And you can
I'm
have the
gonna roll with
guidance,
you.
too.
I'm gonna roll. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance with Senna.
Store, you have no idea. You don't
I
know
need it.
Elvish.
I need it. What is the
That
guidance
D4,
roll?
guidance
Another
D4. Yeah.
Another D4. Thank you, because I am terrible.
So that's 16, 17 total?
Yep. Maybe.
I believe it's 16 total.
You managed to figure
yeah.
out the first word.
Time
is
Time is many things.
time is of the essence.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Time is relative.
I'm gonna run a guidance through.
Could I
I'm
try?
gonna run a guidance through Cherry this time to see if she can decipher it.
Yeah, now that we know a bit more, maybe I can try
You have
again.
dogs.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try it. And with
Sure,
advantage,
normal.
since you've already figured this out before.
You have a guidance as well.
Right, let's see what this becomes. Plus guidance.
So you translate this out, the last word, to everything. Time is
Time is-
everything.
Everything.
Oh, that's so
Son
helpful.
of a bitch.
So you have to. What does that even mean?
You know, I would want to try something, but we've already let the fucking ceiling get so low that I don't want to try it anymore.
What, like,
See if the
Let
shield
go.
goes down once we let go of the button.
can do? We can have one person right next to the shield for a second and see if you can put your hand through. Quickly.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
actually, that would work.
Because we
And
have
assuming
multiple
we're
people.
discussing
we can
this
do
out
it.
loud, I volunteer to be.
ready.
Oh, you volunteers tribute? Have fun.
I was gonna say I was gonna volunteer to be the one who still holds the button. Cece's arm is getting tired here.
I'm still holding the button. Don't worry about the
I know.
button.
Cece,
I-
roll me a con save.
I think the fastest. I think the fastest person should. The fastest people should be the one to try this.
I am the one,
You
the
don't need
one,
to
the
be
one.
fast. You just need like
There.
I'll go stand
right
next to
next
the door,
to the door.
ready to grab it.
You know, yeah, we're all gonna go like stand towards
I think I was supposed to roll something, but I couldn't hear.
Constitution save.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah,
save.
con save.
You nat one, I'm gonna cry.
Hey, Cheery.
Your arm's
I know.
starting to get a little tired, but you're still able to push that button all right.
Cool. I put my other finger from my other arm on the button, and I let my other arm rest.
Smart plan.
Just alternate.
Keep in mind, this button takes a pretty good amount of force to push. It's a really old fucking stone button.
Okay.
It's a
so you're-
ass stone button, apparently.
So you're all chilling, like right up against the door, waiting for CC to release the button, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. CC will now release the button.
3.
CC releases the button. Everyone roll me sleight of hand except CC.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
What did I get? I'm not on the page.
You got pretty good.
I got twin sevens.
Where's sleight of hand?
So Lana ends up just holding Matt's hand, and the rest of you try and snake your hand in, and it just bounces right off the shield again.
Okay.
Put your finger on the button.
Push the button! Quickly!
I'm just gonna.
I push the
look
button
at
as soon as
Lana.
I see the first hand
Right.
bounce.
And Store, you're now having to stoop to kind of fit in the room.
I'm gonna go. Terrible idea. In Celestial. All
Anyone
my
else?
negative comments are gonna be Celestial.
Curses
Vanessa
infernal.
raises an eyebrow at Store and replies, "You really think so?" In Celestial.
Great.
Curse and infernal. Fuck it all.
I'm gonna shrug and just also in Celestial and go. Well, now I'm stooping, and we're really gonna probably have to figure something out soon because that wasn't
Really?
the answer.
I thought you were gonna say stupid, but
And I'm gonna say in common. Cause wow.
It's
so
this.
time is. I don't like riddles.
Time is fleeting.
Time is everything.
Oh, the translation is time is everything.
I mean, the only other idea that I personally have is that we just let the button go.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
when I was doing, this is really out of character knowledge, but when I was doing my campaign, I
Uh-huh.
was gone one day and one of my players decided to DM a dungeon with my permission. And their trap was basically you had to quit pushing the button, basically.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Store this, you're in to win
And
it.
a regular intelligence check.
Yeah.
Nope, just a check.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not-
Considering I have no
Horrible.
modifiers.
Yeah.
So
it's not
essentially,
horrible.
how this translates to everyone else is maybe we should stop pushing the button and let time run its course.
Man, that sounds really dark and depressing.
I gotta turn my AC on. I'll be right back.
But yeah, that was one of my players' ideas was to have the trap be you have to quit pushing the button or quit holding the lever in place or something like that. And it was still a ceiling that was descending.
That's metagamey as fuck, by the way. Just saying.
Vanessa basically says, "I only agree to that as long as Lana gets to stay in the hole just to be safe."
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Everybody's gonna
I shrug and it's just like, we're
Yeah,
all
you
gonna
were
die
already
one
in
day.
the hole.
Well, no, we're all gonna die one day. I'm also gonna lay down on the floor.
And I'd rather not this day be hers, and Vanessa's going to guide Lana over to the
I have
hole.
a question. What is she gonna do if she can't get out though?
I'm gonna hand her the oil of etherealness.
Hmm.
And, hopefully if, she can just kind of,
Make her way out.
I guess.
I just don't know if this is what we should be doing. But
It's like the only option that I can see.
We're
I
gonna
was
die, man.
thinking-
we're gonna die.
I mean, Lana's only 5'5".
Gonna, like, really ground myself. Oh wait,
Okay,
can I put a stone
lay
cutting
down.
to
I'm gonna
see-
go to the button.
Do I understand anything about the mechanism that is doing this?
It's
Stone
all
thing?
everything except the button is hidden. You have no idea.
Okay.
And CC,
Walk
you
over the
sound like
hole.
you swallowed your microphone.
It sounds like you. Yeah.
What if we smash the button?
That would be
Can I
counterintuitive.
please? Can I?
You want to smash the button?
All right.
So
Hold on. I'm gonna reach
I
into
am
my backpack
so
and I'm gonna
mad.
pull out a mouse.
Let go of the button.
I'm gonna brace myself. Wait. Am I destroying the button or am I trying to hold up the roof? Your option. I was really gonna try, man. This effort. It's like just try to hold up the roof.
So I'm gonna hand my mouse to Lana. Care of him.
Lana
Isn't that-
nuts.
Alana has now the oil of etherealness and a pet mouse.
Temporarily.
let go of
If
the
we
button.
live, I want him back.
I also want my oil back. All right.
I'm also
What do you
going to pop up the 19-inch wide scale next to it.
I'm going to cast Bless.
We're all gonna die.
I will
let's do it
I will
right,
cast-
man. If we're gonna die, let's do it right.
I
Let's go.
cast Bless on me, Store, and Cherry.
Okay.
Am I destroying the button or am I gonna just brace?
You guys
go
better
for
figure it out quick because CC already let go of that button and now you're all kind of crouched on the ground.
I'm already laying down.
I am bracing
I
and
said
holding my hands up, ready to try and strength my way out of this.
All right, roll athletics, Cheery.
I will aid.
Okay.
Vanessa, did you say you were helping?
Yes.
So you both-
We both have guidance. We both
Try
have
as-
guidance, by the way.
Okay. You can add a d4 to that.
Okay.
You crit the D4.
That's 22 and 25.
Also, Store has fucking Bless on him as well if he wants to try and get up and help.
No, because it was my idea, so I'm just gonna lay there.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
What are you
Trying to see if
investigating,
anything
Senna?
I'm seeing if anything has changed since they just let go of the button. Besides the fact that the ceiling is coming down quickly.
Yeah, the ceiling's falling.
I said
Um,
besides the ceiling.
So yeah, you guys are
Rather
trying.
than closing.
You're holding with all your might. For a brief second, you're able to just hold it still and stop it. And then it just begins to fall back down on you, slowly just pushing you to the ground.
Oh my god. Okay, I am going to try. I'm gonna rage and try again.
So rage and try again. Okay.
I'm going to rage and try again. Yeah.
Roll me athletics with
That's to be
advantage.
a 23.
Do it again. Damn it.
Oh.
No, I was gonna. Okay, yeah. Well, if I'm about to die,
Oh,
Seeing
I
as,
understand.
now that you're
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of sunk past the peak point for supporting yourself, you grab onto the ceiling again, and you seem to slow it down just a little bit, but it still just continues to drop, pushing you against the ground. And everyone else is kind of
Angrily.
being slowly pushed back towards the ground.
I'm gonna just angrily say,
Or this
I
is your
hate
fault.
you guys less than everyone else, so I guess it's okay to die with you.
Oh. And if it makes you feel any better, I got touched by a dude.
You like
I don't think those are the best final words, but
Hey, but it's memorable, isn't it?
the last word.
To each
If I'm
their
gonna
own.
die, the last words I'll say is "Oh well" in Celestial.
We fucked. Bye.
Wet Willie
Alright.
while he's not looking.
So,
Crew!
as you guys are saying this, you're essentially pinned back against the floor, lying on your back, heads turned, trying to just leave as much room as possible. And as soon as the ceiling just kind of touches the sides of your face, and you've just lost all hope, the ceiling stops
Of course.
and begins to pull back up. And you hear a very
What did I tell
audible
you?
click.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check. Did you say that out loud?
Oh yeah, he said
Yeah.
that out loud.
Who's
Oh, in
I said it
character.
in Celestial.
You didn't
But that's
specify,
ignoring-
so I'm going to say you said that out loud in common.
He did specify.
I
I heard him
did.
say Celestial.
Oh, I didn't hear him say it, but all right.
Oh, I just heard him say what he
I
said.
believe him because he
Yeah.
was speaking in Celestial in the end, so.
Fair enough. So
I
Vanessa,
mean,
I-
my last words were I got touched by a dude, so.
Vanessa's just going to ignore that, and when she can, she's going to get up, pull Otto out of the hole, and just hug her.
all right.
My mouse back.
So you guys spend a grief bite.
Yeah,
As
I'm
you
gonna
two
get my oil.
are having a very in-depth hug, Cheery just kind of reaches in, grabs the oil. Lover just kind of reaches underneath the other hand, grabs the mouse.
Wait. clearly they're having a moment. I understand this. I wasn't
gonna
raised
go
in the
for
wild.
We
I was
live,
raised
I'm
in the
still
streets.
I approach the hugging two, and I stick my hands in their pocket and lean my head on their shoulder.
Really
You and that
adorable.
Dude greeting.
Like
You are
really
committed
cute,
to this,
actually.
and I appreciate that.
At this point, like, did Cheery actually do that? Because at this point, like, just Lana and Vanessa are just looking at everyone.
Let's
I'm
get
just
out of this
waiting.
fucking room.
They get up. The little mouse that you gave Lana is on her shoulder. It rides down her. It runs along her arm and jumps back to you.
And back in the backpack you go.
Do we?
So,
did you say
As
that
you
we
all
were
are
here?
sitting around hugging and conversing, the ceiling once again begins to drop.
Alright guys,
Oh
time to
my
get out!
No, is it just the old
I'm gonna
door,
go
or did you
over and try the door real quick.
The door opens. And what was that, Cheery?
Oh.
door or a new door?
The new door opens. The door you came out of is still sealed.
I'm
I
gonna
walk
drag the
in,
hugging
I'm
couple
going-
to the door.
Yeah. But that's
Book it!
But that's just basically just pushing Lana through.
Booking it to the door. Let's go.
So you all go, and like before, pretty much the same hallway, torches lighting up on either side, except now the hallways, instead of stairs down, it's just straight. And as soon as the last person steps inside, like before, the wall just seems to mold behind you.
I don't think
Really quick, I'm gonna
this
check.
is
to see
what
if
they
it's-
told us it was. Something's telling me.
And I've never seen so many traps to protect a bunch of dead people.
I really shouldn't have brought Lana along.
And their water source.
Catacombs, that's where you put dead
You
people,
have
right?
you've not seen their water source yet.
No, we haven't seen anything. I haven't even seen dead people yet.
Continue going. Resume counting.
I swear to God. Except we're not on stairs anymore, so are you just counting your steps?
Yes.
I mother.
So he's counting his
Skipping
steps
numbers
again.
occasionally.
I'm just going to keep an eye out on my surroundings at all time.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You guys approach another door, and as you approach the door, it opens on its own.
Magic
My
that
eyes
much.
narrow
I
at
am
it.
suspicious.
I don't trust doors
I
that
walked
open by
through,
themselves.
continuing counting.
What
You
happened
just
while I was
walked
gone?
through.
Vanessa sighs and continues on.
Okay, Cece.
Did you see that?
So-
He touched the butt.
Like before, as you all step into the room, the door seals behind you with a
Damn doors.
Perception check.
hey, perception check.
All right.
1 second.
Oh, he's gonna be suspicious of doors now. Oh, Lana.
Oh, Lana.
Lana.
Please don't
Lana-
stick your finger in the.
Lana's
Door
distracted by a
thing.
torch that it was kind of flickering as you pulled her through the door.
Demon torch. It's gonna kill us.
Twitchy.
Okay. So
I
as you
wish.
Yeah, Vanessa is still twitchy.
Vanessa is still twitchy. I think one more day. So
Cool.
collectively,
17
As-
now, there.
as you walk into the room, you see a very similar pedestal in the center of the room, but quite a lot larger than the last.
No.
And
The balls.
the pedestal itself is what you see on the left here. It's a collection of circles, receptacles. And then you see similar matched symbols kind of strung along the outside of it.
Are these god symbols?
Oh,
You can
dear.
roll me religion
Uh,
if
But
you're
the reason
proficient.
I'm asking is because the gauntlet and the skull remind me of our symbols on our arms.
Oh, yeah, knowing that, I'd say you definitely recognize that too, and that's a safe assumption to come to. Is there a symbol of gods?
Okay.
As you guys see this, Senna, still kind of looking around, sees a corpse in a far corner.
It's
The
because I
noticeably-
asked, isn't it?
I didn't hear you ask, actually.
I did. I was like, I haven't even seen dead bodies yet.
You do see a corpse off in the corner. Surprisingly, the garments look rather old, like centuries old, but the corpse itself seems to be rather decently maintained, and there's no smell in the room.
It's squishy still.
this is poke it with a stick.
Oh, like, is he like? He's like fresh, like. Oh, you've
No,
not been
he's
dead long.
he's dead.
I'm going. Lana's
been dead
going
quite a
to-
while.
I mean, not Lana. Vanessa's
So he's
going
like a mummified body. Got it.
No,
to investigate
he's
the
a corpse
symbols
like
and
in clothes.
Got it.
Vanessa's going to investigate the symbols in the pedestal.
Okay.
Do I see Senna go over to the skull to the
I haven't walked
Oh.
over there yet. I haven't walked over there yet.
Lana will just look along as well.
So
Okay.
you notice there's
Haven't.
16 holes around the outside, with one in the middle and only 16 symbols. And you do recognize several of these of various symbols of gods.
I'm gonna go walk over to the body, not nonchalantly, and investigate.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
Okay.
Same. Axe out.
All right. I'm just gonna put this in everyone's journals. On the
Got it.
body, you find an old note.
Oh,
that
let's
is-
look at this, baby.
That is in your handout.
God damn it.
Of course.
Of course, it's a massive thing.
It's so large that I actually can't load. Oh, there we go. All right, so
Stand it.
I really didn't
If
think
you
it was that
bring this-
large. but-
If you come over to
got it. It's fine.
Vanessa, she'll run a guidance through you, Cheery.
Believe
I don't know.
you
I
guys.
haven't shared it yet. I've just received it.
I see is in the second line. Yeah, it is. I guarantee it is.
Air is the word air there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and decipher this thing.
Okay, roll me
That-
intelligence.
Oh, I see the word
Is
for
that with proficiency since I read it last time?
Just roll intelligence. I'll keep it in mind.
Just gonna run a guidance through Cherry. Like,
Am I doing it
I
again?
know nothing, Jon Snow.
Cheery can as well.
Except his name isn't Jon Snow anymore. Hey.
Oh, Senna, sorry, you can have investigate. Advantage on the intelligence, yeah.
Wow, it's so much.
Oh,
Huh.
do I get the feeling that I could use some guidance on this, or do I feel okay with what I have?
As you're saying that, you're staring at this note, and it kind of tends, as you're looking at it, the words seem to change on the page.
Oh, okay.
And I added a new note.
Nice.
Translated into English. All right.
Oh, she gets that one? Got it.
She's the only one that figured it out, yeah.
I tried. Really did. Got this, Jerry.
I was sent down here to solve the puzzles of the catacombs. It is an honor earned to be allowed to investigate and to have the chance to find some of the oldest secrets of Ashtana. They're proving more challenging than I ever expected. No fucking duh. Sorry. After making it through the first challenges, this room continues to baffle me. I wish I had paid more attention during my studies of the divine. The few deity symbols I recognize, I have tried putting in the receptacles. Humanity and those that despised them near each other seems to give some response, but every time I fail, I lose hope even more. I am nearly certain something here is sapping my strength and my joy. I fear I don't have much time left. If I don't make it out alive, please tell my family I love them. Zinmaris Van Oren, apprentice of Azadus, Council of the Nine.
Apprentice of
Oh, goody.
Azadus.
That.
Christ. I would imagine the blank, the thing with a blank goes in the middle.
16 total. Around and then one in the middle. Like, so there's 17 holes. Right?
Yep, there's 17 holes, 16 symbols.
First of all, I think we should figure out which god each symbol represents.
Yeah.
I will give you 2 freebies. Automatically, the 2 in the top left you recognize as Helm and Merkel.
Right.
I will give you their information here.
Can we perchance know that mask is mask?
You can roll religion.
Me too.
Like, you know, it's a mask.
Is there a god called Mask? Like an idiot.
There actually is a god called Mask.
I wish I knew their names
Yeah.
better.
Okay. I feel like an idiot because I don't know any of these. Like in character
I
or
think
out of
we-
character.
If you can roll history, except for Vanessa and Lana may roll religion.
Alright.
Alright.
Here we go.
This is gonna
Not
go
an
out.
advantage.
Nope.
Wow.
Oh wait, can I use my guidance on this?
Yeah, you can. It's still
Yes, you
going.
can. And you can use cards as well.
I have any cards?
I have to check what cards I have.
My total 14, not 20. 20 total. With my card.
With your card is 20 total. I gotta let you guys edit this so you can go. Maybe I'll do that next time. Oh. Thank you, chat. My apologies. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had 20 total. Give me 1 minute because this is going to be.
Do we feel like I should do my advantage card too, or do we feel good, guys?
Whoops.
I feel
Ignore that. That was for. The
Which one
Tempest
was I
is for
supposed to
Cheery alone.
Gotcha.
I just,
Didn't see anything.
I see
I don't see it.
Helm and I see Merkel and Helm. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Merkel and Helm.
okay. Yep.
That's what we know, right?
Yep.
What is
And Vanessa, I'll get to you in a moment with Lana.
Right.
Where is. Okay. You rolled a 16. So Cheery recognizes the two gods that belong to the war domain, being a warrior herself.
So this one.
And Cece recognizes a couple that belong to the trickery domain.
Oh, goody.
Then let me roll back up here. Lana and Vanessa collectively
In store, no nothing.
recognize, for the sake of this, only Vanessa and Lana know these, but it's going to take 6 whispers to send them to you. You recognize the ones from the life and knowledge domains.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to go investigate the
Paper man.
receptacles, I guess you could call them.
I see
See
pair
if I.
of,
Nope.
pair of eyes.
Did I send... Kidding me, I sent it to the wrong thing again. My apologies, CC.
Stars.
Are you seeing my PMs, CC?
Yes, I have the two you sent me.
Okay. For some reason, it was showing up to
Lumi.
my stream account too, which is weird.
Uh,
As long as you're getting them.
yeah.
Okay, so you were investigating the receptacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's 16 holes around the outside and one in the middle. They're
Yeah.
all evenly shaped, and the symbols seem to fit pretty well inside of them.
Yep.
So is
About all
this
you know.
symbol?
A symbol that is like a living person or a dead person.
What?
Is there by any chance like a god symbol that is like a living person
So
or a
this is
dead
the
person? Take that place or something.
So this is Azoth.
You don't really know.
Saloon.
Is there like any script around? Maybe like a
This
hint or
is-
something around this room?
Oh yeah, they're words.
Lyra.
Roll investigation for that.
This
I know nothing,
is
Jon Snow.
Want.
Thank you, Cheery.
You know, gotta get rolls in for Lana just in case she crits.
Crits more often than I do.
It's kind of sad, yeah. As you're looking around, you don't seem to see really any writing discussing this puzzle.
We have the hint. It reacts when we put two opposing things next to each other. So if we were to put Merkel and Helm next to each other, it should react according to the note. Correct? So I
That's
say
how I
we
wrote
try
that.
that and see what happens.
I don't know, because he said every time he messed up, he just felt more and more hopeless and lost, and he was losing strength.
Yeah, I'm worried they're gonna sap stuff from us.
It didn't say that it was. I thought it was a constant drain, not when he failed.
Yeah. I believe CC is right.
I don't know.
All right, if we look at alignments, do we see any kind of like
So
circle?
neutral, lawful, yeah,
Yeah,
good.
you know the alignments from what I sent you.
Right.
I think it makes a pattern.
There's no indicators on the circle.
So I'd figure that. I mean, this is out of character, obviously. My character's too busy with a spot on the floor.
Let's just start with what is it? Lawful good on the top and chaotic evil on the bottom.
Well, what I was gonna say
Let's see.
was, are there like, are you guys relaying like what each one is and the
Yes.
information you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we are.
Because then you could use the. How many of them have just neutral?
Tempest is the only one I see.
CC, what
If
did
I
you
had
learn?
to imagine, if
You just-
Tempest is the only one, then that would go in the middle, just because that would be the only neutral.
Don't need to put one in the.
Azith is lawful neutral.
Yeah.
That
We
would
need
be
another middle ground.
What did I
you
miss?
know?
right.
Never mind.
It's just
Did
a
I-
black spot.
Did I? Oh, I just realized I didn't give you guys all control over these tokens.
Yeah, no. CC, what gods did you learn about?
Lyra and Matt.
Mask?
What
Yeah.
are their
Goddess of
alignments?
Illusion, chaotic neutral. God of Thieves, chaotic neutral.
So they're both chaotic neutral?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and look at these again, because I guess the first time I didn't see anything I knew.
So yeah, if
Oh.
all of
So I have
then-
9. Who else? Store, did you learn any? No, Store didn't.
I mean,
I'm
you can
gonna
check
s-
again.
I'm gonna
Give me
see if I
one-
can learn some, but I'm waiting.
Second, I'm giving you all control, and I don't want to lose track of where I'm at. Okay, so you
Okay,
should all be able to
I am
move those
patient.
tokens around.
yeah,
Yes,
it shows
yes,
that.
I'm the patient.
But what I was saying is
Okay,
because there
Okay.
only appears to be a single neutral, then
Everyone take the ones you know and pull them to a side
Yeah.
Okay.
so that we know what we know and we know what we don't know.
You tell me
So-
which one that is.
Senna recognizes couple from the nature domain.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is that this one right here? Oh,
You know.
that one? Oh no, it's this one. Right. I
So,
recognize.
Don't know what that is.
Um,
Okay, so we
Yeah,
all
this
know
one.
these two.
got these two.
Hey, that one was mine.
Are we fighting over tokens right now?
Some of them might belong to
Ace.
one
Yeah.
more than one domain.
There.
No, just
Alright, so we'll
pull the
share right
ones
here.
that
Yeah.
you figured out. If you figured them out, pull them to a corner.
Well, I
If you
figured
did
it out
not-
too.
I'm upper left.
I'm right here. This
I'm
is
here.
So you know
Hey,
these
me
three.
and Vanessa.
You know all 3?
yeah, I know
he
all
knows.
three.
He knows this one too, right?
Yeah, I know all 4 of these over here.
I know it as well. So.
What about these
Okay.
4?
We know the
Oh,
witch.
hey, store.
Yeah, Store. Why don't you look at those 4?
and make
Yeah.
another history check.
Does
Yeah.
anyone know?
I will run a guidance through you.
Does anybody know the whippy one?
Probably
You
not
run a
gonna-
guidance through me, that will help immensely. Trust me.
Oh, is
Uh,
It's a D4.
no
Yeah.
one knows the whippy one.
Okay, no one knows the whippy
Hang on.
one. We know the top
Add
2.
that, and then I have a roll a D6 on a skill or something check. So
Okay, go for it.
come on. But I hit roll.
So that's
There's
6,
a 10
7, 8,
get me.
9, 10.
Can I give my advantage roll to him?
Unfortunately, no. Luck is not like karma.
Is that literally the only one we don't know?
We don't know these 4 down
4.
here.
There's a lot you don't know yet.
So
No one knows any of the 4. These 5 on the bottom.
yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
I'll try again for like one more piece.
Hello? Really?
What happened?
My thing's being dumb.
I think we should put the ones we know, or we should at least try something on the board. And I think we should start with these two.
Yeah. So are we putting them on opposite sides of each other or side by side?
What are their alignments
One
again?
is the god. One of the god is life, and one is the god of death.
Their
Yeah, but
Helm's
no, what are
alignment.
their alignments?
Helm's alignment is lawful neutral.
And what's the other
Yep.
one?
Lawful,
And
neutral,
the other one
It's
is
neutral evil.
so lawful and neutral evil.
Yeah, lawful, neutral, and neutral evil.
So let's
And-
say this works like a lot of the alignment things that I've seen,
Right.
where top left would be lawful good, bottom right would be chaotic evil. So if
this and
Like-
this, no,
In the
this.
middle. Gotcha.
so here, let me use the ruler really quick. So this direction up to the top, here I'll do it like a clock. This would be good,
Okay.
evil, lawful, chaotic.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So then if we have, say, what were the two alignments? Lawful, neutral,
And
and
neutral evil.
so like I would put neutral evil here and then lawful neutral here. Just because then that's according to like the graph, basically.
Right.
And
You're
we had a-
using two different charts there. You realize that, right?
What do you
You're
mean? two
going.
different-
They're not complete opposite. On the lawful to chaotic scale, one is lawful, one is neutral. On the good to evil scale, one is good, one is one is neutral, one is evil.
Oh,
So is
My
both
brain-
lawful and neutral. It should be like here.
Yeah.
right. My brain was thinking differently. And then you said lawful evil. Was this one right? Or
That's the neutral evil.
Neutral.
Neutral.
That worked
evil.
really well to a point, except you forgot neutral, Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Just, and then this one was the neutral one.
Yes, that's
yeah,
neutral.
but the thing is, I'm still concerned about this. There are a total of 17 spots, including the middle.
Are there any alignments that you have multiple of?
Yes, we have two chaotic goods.
And two
We
chaotic
also have
neutrals
chaotic
and two
neutral-
lawful neutrals.
So
We also have.
this is chaotic good, and this is chaotic good.
Now we use this as our, just for us working it out, not saying we're putting them here.
Yeah.
And this
Just
is
for us
lawful
helping
neutral as
figure it out.
well. Yeah, this is lawful neutral as well.
All right, this is lawful evil.
I have no idea what mine is.
Oops, that wasn't good for my
Did-
tablet.
All right.
Did I not?
what's
I sent you
symbol-
some, Senna. I sent you two.
Yeah, you did, but I don't know what alignment they are.
It shows.
Outline on fire.
In is neutral for RL, and Shanto is neutral good.
Oh, I just thought you were really lazy and you didn't want to put and because it says winter and nature.
Yeah, my bad. I had it all in an Excel spreadsheet, and that's how I was sorting them, because
Okay.
sorting by
I was like,
domain to
so
figure out how to give them to you guys, and yeah, various.
This
things.
one's neutral good.
so this one right here is
I want
also
coffee.
the neutral.
So these are chaotic goods, the star guys.
Yeah,
This
those are
neutral.
chaotic good.
Guys are chaotic good.
Yeah.
No, chaotic
is on
goods on the
top.
right.
Well, yeah, it was on the top. It was over.
Yeah, like right here.
So that works. Basically, think of it like a quick
These two are
little
chaotic.
cross.
So I put them on the
Is triangle
Chaotic
chaotic?
This is neutral good right here. So would that be at
So
the
neut-
top?
Yeah, right here.
All right.
What's snowflake?
Neutral.
True neutral?
Neutral.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then
Mhm, okay.
she's neutral.
So true neutral could be our middle grounds on either side then.
Possibly.
True neutrals.
What are their
Bottom.
domains? Really quick.
This is
Mine.
War,
War.
nature.
Nature.
Left.
and this is nature.
That's just nature.
Okay,
Hmm.
so war on the left, nature on the right.
I'm going to inspect these 5 we don't
Holes.
know.
Okay, so I know 2 of them apparently. I just scrolled back down in the messaging.
Lana will know.
Yeah, you must not have heard me. Sorry.
Yeah, I missed that. What are which one's Talos and which one is RO?
It says
They
in there.
should-
Does it say?
Oh, boy.
Scribes a little
Oh.
spoken.
This one right here is that I'm moving over to the center of the circle is chaotic evil, so that would be like right here.
At the bottom.
Yeah, that's where I put it was the chaotic evil slot.
Really?
This is a chaotic good right here.
The sun.
Chaotic good. The stars are both chaotic good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the question is what the other 4 are.
Yeah, I rolled to see if either Vanessa or Lana recognizes them.
Oh, fuck, I resorted this. Why the hell did I do that? Second.
I'm willing to bet
Um,
that the whip is something lawful.
Agreed.
Lana recognizes the first one I sent you.
All right. Okay.
Would I be
So-
able to roll an Arcana check for any of these?
So this one is chaotic evil.
Absolutely nothing
Wait,
magical about these pieces.
So like down
And
here.
Vanessa knows the second one. Unfortunately, Senna or Store still digging through, concentrating, have no idea.
That's me in real life right now. I have no idea what's going on.
So this one is lawful evil.
Lawful
Okay,
evil.
so
Yes.
Hashtag dragons.
What is the little hand?
Yeah. What's this hand?
lawful evil.
All right. So that works.
If our evils like nature.
So I think we should go from here and figure out which ones are opposite. Now that we've got them pretty much aligned.
So what are these
I
two
like
We
both?
still have 2 more that we have no idea what they are.
But if we pair up the others, maybe we can figure out where they go.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Basically, the reason I was kind of suggesting to do this sort of good, evil, lawful, chaotic thing is is so that we could kind of figure out where they were on the scale. And then we can try to figure out, like, okay, which ones would be opposite. Because, can someone reread
Okay.
the note?
Yep.
Uh,
I have.
okay. So
putting those
these
that
2
favored
are already opposite.
humanity- Putting those that favored humanity and those that despised them near each other seems to give some response.
Okay. So basically, those that like humanity and those that hate humanity need to go together. Now, assuming from that he's not meaning
Roll.
opposite,
Roll intelligence checks.
It said
Intelligence-
I'll
it
let
was
you, I'll let you do
not
saves.
necessarily a good response.
Intelligence saves.
Everybody?
Doesn't help Lana at all.
Definitely
it
doesn't
really
help Lana
doesn't
at
help
all.
Lana.
Oh, Lana.
That's like 4 threes in a row, by the way.
So, Cheery, you
Writing riddles.
agree with, I think it was Cece that said it might not necessarily be a good thing. And Cece, you get a really good feeling that the reaction might not necessarily be a good thing, considering he died here. Trying
Yeah,
to
so
solve the
putting-
puzzle.
I think the bad thing is if they're next to each other and they're dissonant, but if they're across from each other, it might be okay.
Yeah, so these two, Merkel and Shantae at the top and the bottom are direct opposites. This is
The
death.
thing that
Positive.
kind of bugs me are these two right here because it's war and
War
what
in
was it?
nature. War in nature.
They're opposites. They're across. They're not touching, so it should be fine.
Well, no, what I mean is
War kill.
Maybe we should. I think war should be
Okay.
over here. Nature should be over here
Why?
because these are more. Because let's see if I look back over.
No, but the thing is, if we swap them, then we have a war god next to a war god.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
that
what
doesn't
we want.
that doesn't contrast. Yeah.
Right, no, but we don't want. We just.
We don't
have
have
the
a war
intelligence-
god next to a war god. We have a war god versus a god of illusion and a god of thieves.
right here. I'm saying don't swap it because
Oh yeah, don't swap it.
yeah,
Wait, why?
because
I thought that was a god of life.
This
Which
is
one?
this is a nature god. This
That's a nature god. She's the
So-
goddess of
I'm
winter.
sorry. I mixed up my gods. My B.
this here is the god of storm. So
That is god of war.
Okay.
is that a harp in the picture?
CC, I
Yeah,
just
it's
sent
a
you
harp.
I just sent you a PM, CC. Since you rolled just so damn high on that check.
So is this one magic? Wizard guy?
What was the sword?
Flaming
Sword's
sword?
war.
Alignment wise.
Lawful-
Neutral.
Bane,
Sword.
lawful, God of
Neutral.
war.
Neutral.
True neutral. Snowflake is also true
both,
neutral.
both of these ones are neutral, so let's leave them in the center because we still have the two that we don't know. They could take the slots on the side, and these could not take the slots. And the other ones can be shifted anywhere within the three, so they could still technically go anywhere because they are neutral. Right?
Yeah.
True.
Would
True.
Both of these, the ones in the middle, are neutral. Right?
Yeah.
Neutral. Yes, both of them.
Okay.
So,
Let's just check our alignment. So the top one and the bottom one. What's the top one?
This is I believe
neutral good.
that's neutral good. And the bottom one is
Neutral
neutral
good.
evil.
Okay. The next one over, and the whip.
That's the lawful evil.
5-star.
And that is
Evil.
that
Star
is chaotic
um,
good. The stars are chaotic good.
Chaotic good and lawful evil.
Yes, on these sides right here.
Okay. And the next one,
That's also lawful evil.
lawful evil and chaotic good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
Lawful
next
neutral.
one,
Lawful neutral.
lawful neutral.
I
Oh,
believe
that's me. That's chaotic neutral. and then the hand pointing up.
lawful
is what?
neutral. Lawful neutral.
Okay, so that is also opposite. So at this point, I think we could probably put the harp here because the harp is probably
Yeah.
uh,
Agreed.
good for sure. Very close to nature, I would assume. And then we can put black here just to try it. And he had more than one try. So if we try it like this and then just stick one of these on one of those, and then if it doesn't work, we can flip them because they're neutral and they can go both ways. But why would neutral be flipped?
Sorry, yeah, you should probably just give up now.
I say that we just do nature.
Hey, Richard,
Yep. Which one?
Say we just try
does that
that.
roll the Does that roll of 14 help any? Mystery?
Yeah, unfortunately you're about tapped out of ideas. Lana,
Oh,
roll
GG.
me. Can you GM roll me a d20, please? /GM roll, all one word. Not as bad as you think. Seeing
That
Maybe.
still sounds pretty bad.
So, as all these are in place, Lana's kind of stepping back because she has not much clue. And she looks down, and she feels a heat on her chest. And an amulet given to her by Vanessa very long ago of her god, which happens to be lawful good, begins to glow and warm on her chest. And she takes it, walks over, and sticks it into the center slot.
Uh-huh.
And you see Lana begin to, the glow radiate from the amulet down Lana's arm, and then Lana herself just begins to glow for a moment.
Can I
And
roll
then
on
the door at the far side of the room just opens.
What? All right.
Yes, you can roll Arcana.
Witchcraft. Oh, hi.
Senna,
I'm sorry, Sport.
it was definitely magical, and it seems to be celestial magic, but you have no idea what it was.
I'd probably be the only one that would know.
That was
Store-
some freaky shit.
You know it's magic, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I think the barbarian could have figured that out.
I mean,
Guys, that was quite the celestial display, huh?
Roll 20 hates this character.
Me too, buddy. Alright, let's get the fuck out of this room. I'm tired of being
let's
here.
leave.
We'll send.
CC
Yeah,
will
well,
continue counting.
Damn it.
You are.
Vanessa and Lana just makes this kind of exchange an odd look with each other, and they basically discuss what that could have possibly been. They know it's their god, but this is really the first time their god has interfered with them.
What is your
the
god? Out of character. What's your god?
Navarre, the goddess of life and fire.
And Lana puts her amulet back on, by the way. The board doesn't eat it.
Oh, that's good.
God of it.
Oh, do you guys leave the room?
Yes,
yeah,
we
I'm
do.
getting.
Yep.
Let's get the
Out of
hell
this-
out of there.
788, 789, 790.
Amazing.
I would have thrown you down the stairs by now. I'm just
Hold
saying.
on. If it's higher than 10, I'm not gonna push it.
Okay!
Nat 20. Yeah.
I don't know if that
That's not
counts,
gonna
but
push
Upstairs anymore.
Higher than 19.
higher than 19. Okay. I would say in a nat 1, you push him down the stairs.
There's no decision.
my
It just happened.
I'm gonna
I
try
took the
to.
window stairs. We're on flatness.
Are there more stairs, or are we just flat? Or was she just pushed into the ground?
No matter what, I say, shut up! And push him over.
I'm gonna
Senna
try
has
to catch.
great
Yeah.
control. She has great control of herself.
What would I roll to
That's
try
the
to?
only great
Yeah,
thing about
if we're on stairs, Vanessa's definitely gonna try and catch Cece.
Are we on
You're
stairs?
you're not on stairs. There's like an occasional
Okay.
couple steps down and then a nice flat spot. You're still moving
You know,
down,
Vanessa-
but much less than you were.
Vanessa will still try to catch CC.
I'm not going to. It's flat ground, fine.
It's flat ground. You're fine. She'll just yell at you for being a pervert again.
But both Vanessa and Lana will attempt to catch her. Oh god.
Oh, no.
There it is.
So
There it be.
Lana reaches over, catches Cece pretty well, but as you're trying to catch her also, you just tangle arms and all three of you hit the ground.
I'm walking behind them. Do I have to like jump out of the way or something?
Yeah, make me a dexterity saving throw.
God,
Yeah,
Would
you see them go down, and you just walk around the outside and keep going like nothing happened.
Why would I do that? I like the fire woman.
Well, you walk out of the way. You can do whatever you wish after that, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna help him up, I guess.
I'm
They're
gonna
not
keep walking.
Because you're an ass.
Thank you, and Vanessa will pick up. Very sorry about that.
By the way, question: how dark is it?
Pretty dark.
Well, you should be.
Not dark at all with Vanessa here.
Yeah, it's pretty well lit up, and you still have torches, like lighting along the way, just like before.
I was gonna say I'm gonna touch the tip of my staff. I'm sorry, brain is dirty.
And you were touching
Cece
my
would
butt
like to look
earlier in
at
that
Carrie.
hole.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
Give
touch
her
the end of my
big butt
staff and cast
and run down the hall
light
crying.
cantrip.
Why? We have torches.
I just
And
like
a
having
little
extra light
human
for right
torch.
now.
All right.
Oh, just go
The
ahead and use
sorcerer,
spell slot.
the sorcerer has to feel important. To be fair, it's a cantrip, not a spell slot. The
Yeah.
Oh,
sorcerer
okay,
has to
that's
feel
fine.
important and feel like he's doing something.
I mean, guys.
Well, I figured
look at
more
all
light would
his
actually
rolls.
make things look better. Like it would be easier to see everything because torchlight can be rather dim. So if this is a rather bright white light, makes sense.
Rolling.
Yep.
We basically got a fire woman.
So-
Also, before
Sorry, I
I
was-
forget,
Yep, nothing happens.
Run down the hall crying. Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look at Cheery and say, "See what you've done."
No, because I've been walking and not looking back.
I'm never going back. All
right, so you guys walk for walk for what feels like quite a while, quite a longer distance than you've been having thus far between the rooms. And you come to another room. You see nothing, Senna, of difference anyway.
Just making sure.
And a door stands before you again. This one much different than the rest. While the rest were more plain stone doors, this one is stone still, but very obviously appears to be a door where the other ones were just kind of seams and rocks. And this one has a lot of arcane runes kind of glowing and pulsing along the door.
Oh, goody.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Are
Do
you?
I see any words?
I'm gonna run a guy to search door. Yeah.
All right, he's good.
Yeah.
I'll take the guidance.
You know what? I'll just roll Arcana too.
Cheery, not knowing much about the magical arts,
I look
you
for
could tell
words.
the door is not physically trapped.
That's good.
I'm just looking for words.
You don't see any
Elvish.
words either.
Gotcha.
Store, you recognize the runes similar to what you saw up in Ashtana, kind of generic runes of protection and runes of warding.
I'm gonna toss a silver piece at it. See what happens.
Bounces off the door.
Gonna pick up the silver piece.
Good, because I was
try
going to pick
opening
it
the
up.
door.
You open the door.
Yeah.
I brace myself.
Vanessa stands in front of Lana.
As
Stands
you
about 30 feet back.
So you initially reach for the doorknob, and you turn it, and it doesn't open. But from right where your hand touched, you feel a warmth overcome your hand. Not heat, just a warmth. And then it fades back into your fingertips, and from the doorknob, light kind of resonates through the door and seems to highlight a few runes in particular. Runes that you recognize, again, from Ashtana, that give it the ability that if you didn't know where it was, you wouldn't find it. And it seems to recognize you are a citizen of Ashtana and let you in.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I like how we let Store touch the door, like, you know, just in case it, like, launches a fireball, you know, whatever.
As the door opens, You walk in, and off to one side is a couple of chests, and kind of right in front of you, you notice a very large pool of water that seems to be glistening and glowing with kind of a celestial magic. And all of you can see
Far away from
that
that
this
water.
is glowing. Vanessa, you don't even have to roll Arcana. You know this is a celestial magic rising from this pool.
Look at that. That's Store's best roll yet.
Yeah.
In an Arcana check, I should say, because he has hag.
And
So yeah,
Arcana
Store,
check
you know
for
it's
divine magic.
you know also that it is a celestial magic. And
Okay.
glowing kind of again the ancient elvish text is glowing above the pool as if carved with light into the rock.
All right, so try to
And-
decipher it, I guess.
As you all stare at it for a moment, trying to figure out what it means, especially the two that speak Elvish that already know,
Yeah.
those that don't seem more surprised that the words begin to just change through kind of dwarvish first, celestial next,
Hey, I can read that too.
kind of through a couple different languages that you all know, or that some of you know, and then settling on common as if it's trying to find a translation that you all understand.
Huh. The pools of life run deep, drink and be free to live again, heal your wounds, and have a time of respite.
I feel like it's gonna kill us.
It's water.
I can't read that well sometimes. All right, so you can drink from it, and I'm heals. So if anyone's taken damaged,
Cheers, taking damage.
which Lana's taken damage.
I took 1 point of damage, but I don't trust this pool. I don't care what it says. I feel like it's some weird metaphor for death.
You can roll me a wisdom check.
You know what?
Oh, I have advantage. Sorry, it's just 10.
It's a very low DC. You feel nothing evil coming from the pool, and they have relayed to you that it is a celestial magic. And as you walk up, you feel kind of an itch on your arm where the symbol was that just kind of whispers to you, drink.
That's fucking creepy.
It's gonna cast Force
I feel like
Reincarnation.
at
Don't
the
do
point
it. It's gonna
So
cast
wait,
Force Reincarnation. Don't do it.
It's good
Yeah, but-
celestial magic. I'll
'cause one of the
specify that a
people
little
on
more.
our arm is a god of death. I'm just saying, the god of death.
You know what? I'm tired
But
of
they're
pansy
working.
fucking
Yeah,
They're
you know
working
what?
in your
Lana-
around. I'm
favor.
gonna go drink it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
They
Lana's
want-
just going to.
Me
knowing
and
this is her, Lana will
and
drink from
Lana.
it as well.
me and Lana are gonna go over and drink from it. It's fine.
Did you say Vanessa was as well?
Yes, Vanessa will go too.
So
Roll.
and
You
Lana.
three roll perception checks.
Oh,
hey,
don't fail me now, Lana.
time.
Senna.
she failed me.
Senna, as you bend over to kind of cup some water and take a drink, you notice that down at the bottom there's a ravine kind of dug from this pool that is plugged with a lot of debris.
Oh hey, looks like
Oh,
someone's
is
gonna have to go in and fucking clear it.
And you get a pretty good idea this is likely what feeds their water source. And then as you
alright,
all three
guys.
drink, you feel rejuvenated as if you just slept for a week. Senna,
Man, I like
this-
sleeping for a week.
the scar on your stomach tingles and is actually healed slightly.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna lift my shirt up. What the fuck?
You see,
You
it's
basically
not
flash
as
everything.
prominent as it was before, and it's
Huh.
kind of healed over, and it's not nearly as evident as it was before. And
Do
you
I
all
see
feel
what the,
kind
do
of
I see what the scars are?
I'm facing towards the pool.
Yeah, you guys aren't on the
only
pool. You
ones
just
that would
see
be
her
able to
lift
see
her
it
shirt
would
up.
be- and look
Fair.
down. The only ones that would probably be able to see would be either Lana or Vanessa. Neither one can read it.
All of a sudden, Shiri looks a lot more interested at the pool.
And
Because
yeah,
there's
you,
a woman strip.
you all
stripping,
feel
isn't
much more
Actually,
rejuvenated.
that is the answer.
it?
Hmm,
All right,
well,
guys. So,
Lana can swim the best.
well, yeah, but she doesn't know what's going on.
I mean, she sees the. Oh wait, she doesn't see it. Never mind.
I would assume Senna passes that on.
Yeah,
I
would
was
assume
thinking
that as
about
well.
it. Maybe I'll just jump in.
It's gonna be
Just
a
kidding.
moment where we would use strength or swimming or both.
Well,
Can
it's
Lana
a-
breathe underwater?
she would definitely breathe better than anyone else underwater.
All right, so I
Being-
relay the information back to everyone after I put my shirt down.
The debris
And
itself
I-
doesn't
Yes.
appear rather heavy,
Lot of-
more just it's at the bottom of the pool and it's about 15 feet down.
Lana
So,
can breathe
more-
underwater.
Yeah, more the better swimmer, especially Lana, who can just float under there like nobody's business, not even care.
So how do
Ball
you
in
determine
and
who
try
would
to
be the
help.
better swimmer? I'm just curious now.
The one that can breathe underwater.
And
No,
has a
I'm
swimming
asking
speed of
like
30.
if. Okay,
The one
I was
that
gonna
can
ask.
breathe
I was asking how you determine that.
But I'd assume by now Lana knows she can just breathe underwater.
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
So Lana's just going to dive in and attempt to remove the debris.
Man, okay.
Do another GM roll of 1d20 for me, please, Vanessa.
I don't know if you heard me, but I did say I cannonball in and try to help.
Fuck.
I feel like one of them
I
is about
said
to
it, man.
drown.
I'm not gonna take it back. Like,
Okay, so you're gonna cannonball in and help.
yeah, like once Lana's in there already, I'm gonna try to help.
Can we at least tie a piece of
Um,
rope to you? I'd
Armor,
feel
so,
more
like I'm
safe
not gonna
this way.
sink.
Roll me. Well, you'd easily be able to swim with your athletics. Roll me Constitution. See how well you hold your breath.
Straight con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, for being a mountain dwarf who probably doesn't see much water, you swim pretty damn good.
Man, she's like a fish.
While they do that, I'm gonna take a quick sip from the pool.
Go ahead and roll that with advantage, seeing as how she doesn't have to focus. Lana.
On breathing.
All right.
Yeah, she doesn't have to focus on breathing. There we go. So as Lana is clearing out and Cheery, Cheery's got to go up once for air, kind of in between, and dive back down. You're able to clear it out, kind of throw it over the edge of the pool, and Lana finds a ring mixed up in all the debris.
Oh.
She pockets it for later.
Nice.
I think the biggest question I have is where this debris came
We roll investigation for that? That's a good question.
Yeah, Cheery and Lana can roll investigation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
While
Let's
we're
go.
down there, we take a look.
Hey, Lana knows quite well. Appears to be mostly like moss and a little bit of seaweed that is kind of naturally accumulated on the bottom of the pool that is just kind of broken free over God knows how many years and just kind of plugged up in that hole.
So you're saying the pool
Algae.
cleaner took a fucking century off and didn't come clean the pool? God damn it. The hell are we paying him for?
Well, I mean,
Probably dead.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
undead.
maybe-
they killed the pool cleaner.
Or maybe they send new pool cleaners every century or so.
Oh, we're the pool cleaners,
Oh,
guys.
We're the pool cleaners.
I don't think the new pool cleaner made it past the religious test.
Yeah, apparently not. It's been a while.
Hmm.
What are the
Well,
rest
we-
of you
we did find
doing
the
while...
body in there.
Yep. What are the rest of you doing while Lana and Cheery are cleaning up the debris?
Since I know Shiri is the only one here who can read Elvish, I'm going to continue. I'm going to lift my shirt back up while she's down there and start poking at it.
You're just poking at your shirt?
No, I'm poking at my scars.
I
Okay.
guess Vanessa's looking at the two chests off to the side.
Thought that was going somewhere else. Like, what?
All right.
She's
Vanessa.
supposed to poke the scar.
So you wander over and open the chests?
Yeah, she'll open the chest.
I'm gonna take a sip from the pool and then head over to the chest.
Okay. When
Put
you
my shirt
open up
back
the
down.
chests, inside of them you find a pair of boots, a cloak, a set of chain mail, an odd-looking shiny stone, and a shield. All of which
You know
seem to
what,
be
that-
ordained with arcane runes.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if I can tell what these runes do to the object.
yeah.
Oh, look at that. Hey.
Senna! Okay.
Hey. And
Um,
it matters this time.
You know what? At a natural 20, I'm going to PM you.
You tell me things. Please, I've earned this.
I'm sorry that my mind is so dirty, but that sounds so wrong.
Since this is one you may have seen on your hunts already as a ranger. Well, you know that one.
That's mine, everybody. Don't
I-
touch it.
I don't know
A cloak
why
of elven kind.
the PM just epically failed there.
Oh my
Hey, can I see that? That cloak there?
sure. Vanessa hands Senna the cloak.
Nice. Slucks. Can I have this?
I don't see why not.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
I'm interested in the shield.
Can I be told anything about the shield, or is it just the cloak? Or
Just the cloak.
Okay.
You can try and reroll Arcana.
no?
The- also,
I've-
the chainmail looks nice as well.
Store, you, from the Arcana roll, after Senna pulled out that cloak and you got a better look at it, you get the feeling that the cloak and the boots are kind of a matched set and do very similar things.
Oh my god, are you serious? Cloak and boots of elven kind?
At this moment, can Shiri like come up from the water in like a really dramatic like mermaid hair blast?
Roll performance.
Do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
have a -1 modifier.
Go for
So
it.
ready.
You got this, girl.
So smooth. No.
So you pull up, you get the good mermaid hair going, flings back down, and then as you kind of flap back down and floating, it just kind of sinks in front of your face.
By the way, Kiri once again
mimics.
has a mohawk of a black braid mohawk. So this is just really weird.
Really weird. A lot of mimics, Cheery.
Yeah, Lana, being able to somewhat control her hair while in water, pulls it off much better, considering her hair floats like waves anyway.
And the chair looks like a really like weird wet cat getting out, like really uncomfortable. Getting out of the water.
And it
This
just
is
keeps
just
looking at the
excited by
cloak and then back at our resident rogue and looking at the cloak and back at it like
Methinks there might be something for each of us in here, so let's find out what we have.
yeah.
Was I able to tell anything about any of the other things in there, or just that cloak?
Nope.
You did the boots, I
Unfortunately.
think, didn't you?
Yeah.
The boots
you-
and cloak. I meant anything
Yeah.
other than that.
No. The only thing you know is that the boots are pretty similar to what the cloak is letting off magically.
What are they again? Just like plain
So there's
without knowing the magic. There's
A pair of boots, a set of chainmail, a rather polished stone, and a shield. And then the
So
cloak
I
that Senna
can-
just grabbed.
Vanessa is eyeing the
no.
chainmail and the shield.
Boots, because I can't use anything else unless the stone is something that a barbarian can use.
I will tell you it's something a barbarian could use.
I will take that stone.
You gonna look at it?
Yes.
See someone to Arcana check it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. No.
I'm just kind
Oh,
of gonna look at it,
No.
shake it a little bit, lick it.
Check it a bit.
I mean, it is a stone.
Stone. I know.
All right.
I'm
So,
assuming
seeing
since
as how this would kind of be considered a short rest as you're looking through these, you lick it, and as you're licking it, you feel oddly lucky.
Do I feel lucky? In what way do I
feel
feel
lucky.
lucky?
Seriously? Seriously,
you're
DMG?
terrible at these GM roles.
It's because every time they put in a enter, it doesn't show up as an enter, and it just spaces the line over.
I feel like that should now become the resident action anytime she wants to use the rock. She has to lick it.
Lick it.
Look it.
Well,
Middle of
it's
combat, she's facing down.
it's just a passive thing that works.
I know, I just... Middle of combat, she's fighting this big old dragon.
So,
Licks the
like,
stab.
I pull out my stone and I lick it.
You're right. Out of character, though, one would argue that CC should be more of the skill monkey than me. Or would CC rather have a luck stone than Boots of Elvenkind? Can I even wear Boots of Elvenkind? Ooh.
Yeah, you could.
What were
No
all the
limit on
things
them.
that were in there again?
Take
You have
whatever-
a set of
Oh.
boots that you suspect are boots of Elvenkind, and a set of chainmail, and a shield. Left.
I'm putting the cloak on now.
Vanessa's eyeing both the chainmail and the shield. Still trying to force what knowledge she can out of the runes.
Oh,
I feel like in this case, there was only one thing for each of like 4 of us.
no, there
Other
was
than
actually
five.
one for each of you. You just didn't pick what I expected you to.
Yeah.
Who else wears
Wait,
chainmail?
can we look at everything that we have and see what anyone could even possibly use?
Who
Yeah,
else
okay.
uses shields?
Yeah, who uses shields? Just Vanessa?
I can use a shield, but I'm not going to use a shield.
You're actually
And-
not proficient with shields, I don't think, as a ranger.
Yep, I think
So-
so.
Vanessa is proficient with shield and heavy armor.
Who wears chainmail? Who can wear chainmail?
Vanessa.
Sorry, it's a chain shirt. I should specify that.
Change shirt.
So who could wear that?
That's medium armor, isn't it?
Yes.
I could technically wear that. I guess.
Barbarian can, but it's not worth it for a barbarian.
Depends on if it's
Probably.
better than the unarmored or not.
What is the chain shirt?
Well, seeing as all you all are just going to sit here and take a rest anyway,
Yeah.
the
Can I
chain
become
shirt.
attuned to this thing?
Yeah, while you're taking this rest, the chain shirt is Elven Chain. You gain a +1
Okay.
bonus to AC while you wear this armor. You are considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
We should give that the wand.
So who's the squishiest?
Well,
Lana.
that basically makes it
Who's not
up
the
to a
squire?
maximum of 16 AC.
And I will PM you Lana's ring, Vanessa, that she found.
Okay.
Because it's 13 plus a dex modifier of maximum 2, but it gives
Plus
you that
1.
plus. So that's a 16 AC.
All right. I mean, I have a 15 right now, and that's like all right.
Yeah, but once you boost your stats, you'll be able to get better than that
I
16
agree.
AC.
Want it, but if like you guys could use the other stuff better, I'll use it, I guess.
I mean, Lana has 11 AC. And
Right, but, like, I'm
and
gonna be
she's
real
been
right
in
now.
fights.
not my focus.
Keep in mind,
The ring
even
is a-
Store could wear this armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone in the
So-
party
So,
could
like-
wear the armor.
Who needs
So I guess give it
I
a
don't.
Store. Is that
it? Do you?
Store, Lana, or Cece? Or Senna could wear it too.
Give
I'm
me all
fine
the
either way.
stuff. Give me all the stuff.
You're not getting to.
I'm just kidding. I don't need to. I'll get up in the hood.
I kind of built this so everybody gets one thing.
All right. So I guess we give it to Store. Vanessa will
I
take
mean-
the shield.
You can all hoard it if you wish. I'm just saying.
So I want either the boots.
I think boots of elven kind give you advantage on stealth, so we should get.
You want me
boots
to
of
look
CC.
for it? You want me to look at it? I have it. I have Elven up. Elven boots.
There it is. Boots
Oh,
of
when you wear
Elvenkind.
these boots, your
want
steps
the
make
stone.
no sound regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantages on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
I want the stone then.
And I'll
Like
take the
I'll
boots.
yeah.
And so the armor was what again?
The armor is Elven Chain. You get a +1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor, and you are considered proficient even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. And I will have all these in the handouts in Our World sometime next week. Or sometime over
So
this
I
week.
think in this case, either I can take the armor or Shiri can take the armor, because with mage armor, which I can cast once like every 8 hours or so,
It's
or
better
once
for
every
you
long rest, I get a 15 AC.
It's
Right.
better for you because
And I
Cherry
have
is a barbarian who can use unarmored defense without using a spell.
Yeah.
Good point. And actually, if we did it that way, I could then cast mage armor on her.
Yep.
That would
Oh,
actually
yeah.
raise her base from 10 to 13.
You just wouldn't be able to wear... You wouldn't be able to use mage armor for yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would make Cheery a
Gotcha.
lot more beefy for sure.
Wait, so that would be +3?
Yep.
Ooh, I'd have 18. That's cool.
Sound like a plan?
Okay.
And
Okay.
I did...
Unhappy with their
Yep.
item.
that's
no
what
one
I
has...
mean.
I assume CC is just taking the Boots of Elvenkind then. So that's the only one left.
Yes.
Alright.
Extremely happy with my decision in life.
You essentially got the ancient elven armory down here.
Okay, they don't need to know.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Well,
Vanessa, you
the
got my
stuff is
PM of
clear, correct?
Lana's ring, right?
Yes, I did.
Keep clicking everything that's not what I want. There we go.
And just for fun, she's basically going to jump onto the spring and just start walking on it.
And you all see her suddenly now walking on top of the pond that she was just swimming in.
Okay.
I attempt to walk
Ring, the
on the
water
water.
walking. Out of character, I know what the ring does now.
I think we all know what the ring does out of character.
You don't know. This could be a water genasi ability. She'll never tell.
I walk on the water, or I attempt to.
Yeah, can you pull your mic away just a little bit? It keeps like getting closer and closer, and it's just like down your throat now. I can
Right.
barely hear what you're
Okay.
saying.
He wants to walk on the water. I understood that.
Yes.
Roll
You-
acrobatics.
And birds swim.
So, as you begin to walk up the steps to the pool, you step out for a second. You're standing on the water, and then you realize that birds don't swim so well, and you begin sinking to the bottom.
I'm gonna try to fish her out.
Lana will. Can
What would
Lana
that
still go into the water with this ring on?
Yeah, I'll say you can choose to walk on water.
All right.
It says
Lana
you
will
can
just-
stand on, so it's a choice of on or off.
All right. Lana will basically stop walking on water and sink down to help CC back up.
So,
Oh,
see
hell.
Lana, she's walking on the water, and then all of a sudden she's like, doop, and just begins to sink into the water and fishes up your now very wet, very annoyed bird friend.
Out of character, I could always gently firebolt you.
No. You can also not do that.
Store, I don't think there's anything gentle about that.
Could I use shape water to take the water off of the water off of him so he's not wet
Sure.
anymore?
Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
All right, Lana basically dries CC off by removing the water.
Okay, so we still actually don't know if Cece's a girl or a boy.
No idea. No one has thought to ask her.
That is correct.
Probably no. CC is just a genderless bird being.
You're gonna have to fly, big bird.
Birds don't have gender. Come on.
Actually, they do.
Yes, they do.
From the looks of it, the pool has been cleared, and so the water should be running, correct?
Yep.
Could we just swim out?
Oh.
Cheery, while you were down there, you know it's definitely not big enough for a dwarf. Senna might be able to, but she'd have to hold her breath for quite a while.
I'd have
The
to
only-
squeeze these hips, man. I don't
The
know
only
about
one
that.
the only one that'd be able to do it probably is Lana.
Yeah.
She would be able to hold her breath long enough. I would probably
She-
just
She
pass
breathes
out and
water.
die.
Yeah, she breathes water, so
I have a question.
I'm just gonna try a saving throw to see if this works. Yeah, we're good.
what were you trying?
I need to see if it evened out the +1 -1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you figure out how to program it in your sheet?
I just did it really manually.
Well, I guess we've done what we've been asked to do. I guess we can go back now.
Yeah, we'll attempt to
Come
go
back where
back.
we came. Is there a door out of here?
There's the door you came through.
So this isn't like a Skyrim dungeon.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, some of those Skyrim dungeons do that to you. You get to the end and then like, all right, you gotta turn it back around, go through it.
Can they not sense that we completed our task and just teleport us out?
I mean, it's been a while. It's been moving for a while, you know.
They could think we're dead.
You know,
Yeah,
they-
like you
they-
mean the last dude?
They probably think we're dead.
Oh,
It's fine.
yeah, there you go. The +1 in each of those. That's how you
Yeah.
did it. Yep, that works perfect.
All right, well, let's, I guess, head up.
As you approach the door, you find it is locked.
Fucking with me.
Maybe we all have to
We
drink
check
from the
for a way
spring.
out. Okay, yeah, I'll drink from the spring.
I'm gonna take a drink.
I'm
from
sure
the
you
spring.
you drank from the spring when you dived in.
I mean,
did
you bathed in it.
feeling rested, did I earn back that rage that I used?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Awesome.
And
So
you
if
got
everyone
a
drinks.
That means I got my spell slot back.
Well,
So-
what I was gonna say is, if everyone drinks from the spring, he might as well hit that party takes a long rest button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. There you
Well,
go.
I'll drink. Yeah.
The CC drink as well?
Yes. I'm assuming I got a pretty big mouthful when I was sinking to the.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it was not quite a willing drink, but yes, you do get a drink. And as you take a drink, as Stora takes the last cup full, you suddenly all begin to feel kind of dizzy, and you're kind of twisting.
No.
You suddenly feel almost drunk, As
I'm
you just
gonna go
fall
and in
backwards.
Celestial go.
I'm
Crap!
gonna lick my
It was
rock.
drugged.
The
As
water's
you
drugged.
fall back, and you fall for what seems like quite a while, as you are then just dropped rather gently. It feels like you didn't fall very hard to get to the ground of the council's chambers.
Question: is anybody on top of each other? Because this is important information.
Everyone
I am,
roll
like,
me
mid-lick
acrobatics.
the rock.
Damn it! Fuck my life!
Oh, God.
Cheery, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Lana, like,
How many ones have been rolled?
All the ones! Join the one army!
I am not going to hand cards out for this. There's too many.
Join the one army!
Cheery, since you are mid-lick, that sudden thump against the ground, even though it wasn't very far, makes you start to choke on the rock.
Oh my god, we gotta save her!
As Lana, Cece, and Senna all end up in one pile, somehow in the middle of the council chambers.
Hey!
I like rage for a second to get it out of my throat.
You know,
Like, I am knocking off a point of rage.
You don't have to. You just expel it. And you catch it.
You know, you could give us a little warning next time.
So you know. Oh, I'm glad that didn't count.
Yep. So you're good.
So me, Lana, and Cece are all tangled up on the floor like, ladies' night, slumber party, everybody fell asleep in the same bed. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's like mess of limbs, yeah.
Trying
and-
to squirm out of the pile.
As you...
And you know that moment when like you realize someone's seeing you do something embarrassing and you freeze? 'Cause
Is that
you're
you?
like, this council chamber room still, but right? That's what we were told.
Yeah.
So, like that definitely happens. She just like is holding the rock in her hand and just looks up like,
Scramble to
Oh.
my feet, if that is possible.
Yep, you all
that's the
awkwardly
kind of
scramble to
giggles
your
that
feet,
makes her head.
rather embarrassed. Only
I'm gonna look at the
Store
council.
managing to
Well, who
be...
did it?
Yeah, Store is the only one that can actually get up without blushing.
Oh wait, what about Vanessa?
Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if it's true.
Oh, and Vanessa.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
You rolled a nat 1, you don't get a charisma save.
Yeah. No.
You're embarrassed.
No. No. That's
I'm
personal.
gonna say in my deepest manly man voice. Oh yeah.
oh man.
Okay.
This is not the Kool-Aid Man's territory.
I rolled to be creeped a little bit.
So, as the... Sorry. So as you come back and you're all kind of stuttering to your feet, rather embarrassed, the council welcomes you again. Welcome back. I assume your task was successful.
I'm just gonna say you assume correctly.
Hopefully.
By the way, who was the dead guy down there?
Oh god. You know, you're real subtle, aren't you, Store?
We know
Yes.
his name.
I'm gonna pull out the original note since I just had the original note.
Yeah, you didn't technically have a translated note. You
Yeah,
pull out
so
the original note.
And I'm gonna walk up. Do you want it? 'Cause I can hardly read this.
So the man in front will take it, open it. And fold it up and pass it down person all the way to the far left, who you originally saw the first time, had eyes thrown back in her head and confirmed your story of being from the
girl that
gods.
talks to the gods.
Yes.
Got it.
And
Oracle chick.
she will open the note and read it for a moment and then just step away, and you hear her sobbing as she just leaves the council chambers. And the man in front will begin again. She was Azadus, master of divination. We once called ourselves the Council of the Nine. As you can see, we are only 5 left. She sent her apprentice to the trials 1,000 years ago, and he never came back. The trials are typically held for new council members. As they are retired and a new one must take their place, they must pass the trials that you did. In your case, once you go, you cannot go again, and we trusted no one else to be sent. And as it is, we are all rather old and would not pass them anyway. I hope you enjoyed the drink. Fortunately, we have no council seats open for which you are eligible. But the fact that you were able to get to the pool of life certainly states a lot. You must be of Ashtana heritage and of Ashtana blood in order to be allowed entrance.
In
I'm just gonna
half elf.
discreetly raise one eyebrow.
Are you gonna stealth eyebrow again?
Yeah, gonna
Line of
stealth.
eyebrow.
Sleight of eyebrow.
Wow, you got this. Let's see what it is. Oh no.
They'll probably notice that.
They see it, and
Damn it. I didn't see it.
he glances over, and before you think it is just you, it is not the case. The door checks every soul before they walk through, and you would have been denied entrance if any of you were of unpure blood.
Like
I
partial.
realize
I'm a bird, right?
I'm like a full-blooded dwarf, man.
I just want to be clear that I'm usually out for myself.
Cheery, you can roll.
Yeah, like Lana's a bit confused. She's never left her home country until now.
Roll me. I'll let you do wisdom or intelligence, whichever is higher.
I'm only half of an elf, but
Oh, come on.
Roll
last
with
time I checked it was a
advantage.
wood elf.
There you go.
Guys, I'm a bird.
So, while you haven't seen many non-humans and elves within Ashtana, Cheery, you especially know that elves and human are not very good at carving out massive cities of stone, and it's likely one of the founders of Ashtana may have been a dwarf.
That's a wood elf.
I
You've
just
seen-
want to know what sort of Azamar they had on the council.
The only elf in my bloodline
I
is
mean,
the
it's
is a wood
like-
elf. But
I don't know. We don't know.
I'm a bird.
Maybe that's why they all know that putting the hand in the pocket isn't a real thing. Birds do it.
Maybe. That might just be it.
That was a very diverse group of a council.
Ashtana is the hidden city of wizards, not the hidden city of
Yeah,
Yeah,
elves.
you could.
Wizards and
No.
elves. Got it. Hmm.
Wizards are primarily elves, but there's wizards in every race and culture.
Yeah, but you have to figure these weren't just regular wizards. They had to have been on the council.
Not necessarily.
And technically speaking, Azamar are supposed to be rather rare.
No.
They don't
Our
have to
ancestors
necessarily
were
have
from
been
this-
on the council. They were just citizens of Ashtana.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe your mother lied to you.
Just because you are eligible to be on the council doesn't mean you are a direct descendant of the council.
And technically, his mother could have been a human.
Mhm.
How long ago this place was created?
I gotta hear a train.
Do you ask that, Cheery?
No, like, can I, like, stone cunning, see if how, like, if this is, like, 1,000 years old, a couple hundred years
You-
old, you know?
Yeah, you can roll for it. It's really hard to tell.
Okay, fair.
Definitely more than 1,000 years old.
Okay.
Out loud, I'm going to actually ask the council just how old the city is. As they mentioned 1,000 years ago, that guy,
Oh.
I'm not going to say that body, but that guy was sent down there, which I just want to point out that generally bodies would be dust after 1,000 years.
It was very sealed.
Magic.
Yeah, it's
Airtight.
magic.
It was very airtight, and the whole place was magical. So
Okay.
may have had something to do with it. Just say, well, we tend to lose sight of years down here. But I'm going on. You see him just kind of tap his fingers and do math in his head. How old am I now? 1,500, right? Yeah. I'm 1,500. I've been on the council for 1,000 years, and there's been 8 heads before me.
There's a
Impressive.
term roughly 1,000 years for each.
As far as I know, probably
Yeah.
8-10,000 years.
Some long living elves.
So that's
I'm just gonna look at the place around
where
us.
someone could have joined up, left, had some kids who eventually became us.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Inner monologue.
As he gets to like 8,000 years, I'm just gonna say in celestial, damn.
Infernal. Damn.
Vanessa smacks the back of his head.
And you feel both. You feel 2 sets of eyes on you again as Azadis comes out from the corner again. I would ask that you watch your tongue, dear sir. And the other corner, you see what now an illusion is kind of dropped, and you see a tiefling. Yes, I would ask the same of you.
So they understood both celestial and infernal.
Well, that's
Two-
because
two
there's
different
clearly
people,
a
yes.
tiefling up there.
She appeared to be an elf before, and in direct response to Senna, she dropped an illusion and specifically replied in Infernal to Senna.
Sorry.
As she drops the illusion, I'm just gonna not discreetly raise an eyebrow and ask why we were being deceived to think that she was an elf.
Why not? Everybody's got secrets.
Tieflings aren't exactly well liked.
I'm gonna point in each one of the council and say, all right, which one are you is the bird?
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize right now. I'm sorry. Did you?
So
believe
does
you
Thor
speak
not
of-
get an answer to this question?
What?
Oh, you actually asked why you were deceived into
Yeah.
thinking she was an elf? Because tieflings are not well liked, despite what people in Ashtana think. I expected you to see me in a worse light. And even many of the refugees we have led into Ashtana may not feel well that a tiefling leads them.
I'm gonna look at her and go, well, still, I mean, come on. My sister made a pact with a demon. You really think a tiefling's gonna bug me?
I was not concerned about you. And as CC asks that, the head will again reply, we've not had a Kinku in many centuries. Agassum
Centuries
was
or millennia? I'm still mispronouncing that.
Are you saying that out loud?
No, I'm asking you whether it's supposed to be centuries or millennia. Because I feel like millennia would be more interesting.
Roll an insight.
Many has been many moons. I wish it still was.
You got no idea, but you do know this guy's not terribly good at remembering dates, considering he forgot how old he was.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
for being disrespectful, Vanessa's just basically gonna pull store by the ear.
He didn't say
I
that
didn't
out loud.
say-
Or are you talking
Oh.
about towards the tiefling?
Towards the tiefling, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So the head will reply again. The last Kinku we had on the council was Agassum. Trickerous bastard that he was. Master of illusions, he was.
I have a question. Did he also stick his hand in people's pockets?
No, unfortunately, that's just something your little bird friend does. Despite what he tries, it tries to say. Never been good at figuring out what Kinku are. You hear him kind of grumble under his breath. That is not a standard greeting for Kinku. Now, standard greeting for her, it appears to be.
Apparently. Well,
Oh, that's
is there
great.
anything else that I mean, I would like to know if the water is actually flowing, if we actually did our job good. Did we do our job good?
At this, they snap their fingers and the door opens behind you. And
it's raining
Vincent-
from inside.
Vincent again walks in.
Vincent.
How is the water levels, Vincent? Oh, they look right good. Flowing really great. The whole city's having a good drink.
And he sounds a lot different. Is he drunk?
That's the voice I was trying to hit last week, and my throat was not letting me.
Oh, okay. I was like, man. Okay.
You know, he's getting his water now. His voice is getting better.
Yeah, that must
Yeah,
be
there we
it.
go.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you guys got water.
Super important.
I'm going to look at the other party members and say, well, looks like our job is done here. Where do you guys think we should go next?
Sleep.
We
Well,
just
We just
felt
had a
like we
long
slept-
rest.
Yeah.
I know.
You feel
But you
surprisingly
guys are
well.
giving me a headache.
That's great.
Well, we should probably ask if they are indeed done with our services before we decide to head out.
Here, what
Point
would we
out
do?
to him that there is actually a time limit on our quest.
Yeah, 2 years.
A lot can go wrong in 2 years.
A lot can go wrong in one night, but you don't see me complaining.
As you
Just watch.
are arguing about this in front of the council, they just state, there's not much more we need of you, but I assume you're headed towards the northeast, towards the castle, yes?
Yeah.
Along the way,
Sore nods.
in the next batch of forest, there's a city, town now, more equivalent. We used to relay messages pretty consistently every week or so, just to make sure, everyone's still alive and to do a little trade as needed. We've not heard from them in many weeks. If you could drop by, and if the worst might come to worst and they have been overrun, find a pigeon that is left alive and they will know where to come. Send a message, please.
I'm just going to ask, what if there aren't any pigeons?
I have a mouse.
On saying that, upon you
What?
saying that, Mouse.
What? He's delivered messages for me from before.
That's gonna be a hell of a walk for a mouse.
Yeah.
I
Out of
know.
character.
Out of character. I think I made it walk through 10 feet of snow before.
The wizard off to the right that has been oddly quiet pulls a rock out of his pocket and begins to mumble just under his breath into it, and it just glows for a faint second and then goes back, appearing to be a normal rock. You, dwarf, come here.
Is that a rock in your pocket, or were you just happy?
I'm gonna take out my rock and be like, 2, but I'm keeping mine. I'm
almost
not
thought
giving
she
it
would
to you.
lick it
I'm just showing it, and then I'm gonna walk over.
This is a very nice rock.
I know.
It is a nice rock.
You can use this once. Focus on sending a message, and it will send a message to me. Unfortunately, it only works once, as I do not have time to create it properly. But
Ooh, all right.
if there's
Don't
pigeons,
let the bird touch it.
you may use it. You may use those as well. Usually only take a day to get here. If not, use the stone. It will work until you use it. Roll me an insight check.
Just cheery.
When he
Just-
says
just
that he does
cheery.
not have time
Got
to
it.
properly create it, I'm gonna ask him how difficult the spell is to learn.
Well, you've probably heard of it before. It is sending. Allows you to send a message over great distances, but most enchantments take repeated casting for them to be permanent. Essentially, I've never been one for scrolls, but I'm sure you've heard of magical scrolls, yes?
I nod.
I make magical rocks.
my
I asked if
kind
he's
of
got-
my kind of magic user.
Cheery.
What do I roll to
as
not
as
giggle?
you approach, you couldn't really see him before because he was kind of short. But as you approach, you notice that he is actually a dwarf.
G.
I'm after he says that he makes magical rocks, I'm gonna ask him if he has any spare ones lying around that he might be able to part with in case we need them.
Oh, this is my only rock, and it's the only rock you're getting.
He pulls out a handful of rocks, and I have lots of rocks, yes.
I don't think
Any
they're all
with spells
magical.
on them already.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are magical.
No, unfortunately, they are just normal rocks. Rocks themselves are really quite magical, you know.
I like
This-
rocks.
This is true. Rocks have a lot to tell you.
I like rocks. Just
Cheery.
Don't throw any rocks.
He will actually message you, which is a
Yeah.
voice inside your head. He will say, "Do not be alarmed. Stand still a moment." And he will raise up the ground under you. Sorry, nose itches. He will raise up the ground under you so you are actually more his height. And
Uh-huh.
he will hide and produce to you a small statue of a bear. He will say, "This was my son's many centuries ago. I think it will serve you better."
The closest any of you have ever seen Cheery to like bashful.
Oh wow.
And she's like, "Oh, what's your name? And what was his name?"
Lauren.
My name is Celagast.
Okay.
And your son?
Oh, were you asking for the son's name?
She was asking for both.
Well, granted, none of you guys hear that. This is a message. Darmoth was my son's name.
I see it. Awesome. Well, I hope I can do you.
Sorry, what was that?
I hope I can do both you and Tharmoth.
Thank you.
I am sure you will.
Just looking around the room now. How do we get to this town you guys were talking about?
Oh, when he introduces himself, by the way, he will introduce himself as Master of Transmutation.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Get a master of maps. Out of character.
I love that I asked about maps and I got a rock.
Did you really ask
I
about
got
maps?
a rock.
I did. I said, do any of these people have a map?
I didn't hear
ask
that.
again.
As you're up there, he will take your map and draw where that town is. Did I just delete it? There.
I don't know.
Drag you all back over here.
We're going home. We're going home. Oh, I can't zoom in. That's great. Oh, and now I'm way too close.
Give it a minute. It's a large map.
No, that's just me zooming in and out. It's me just unable to use this Roll20 thing. Oh, so it's to the
Yeah, it's about northeast. North.
Yep. It's pretty much the only path northeast for everyone except Lana.
Oh, hey, you're right.
Wait, what?
It's the only path northeast for everyone except Lana.
Well, I mean, right here it looks like you can go through the what's it called?
You guys know you are going.
Water.
They gave you a general direction. You are coming way the hell over here.
Oh, hello.
Whoa.
And you put me back where I was.
Oh my god.
You got a ways to
Thank
walk.
Castle. And what's this town this castle is in?
I'll just tell you because I know they told you.
I don't remember. That's why I'm asking out of character.
It was the Castle of Eternal Night is where they suspect that the Horde is centered on.
Man, it sounds like a place I should take over and rename. Stalkers.
So do we have any idea like where our hometowns are compared to here?
Yeah. that's a good question.
Vanessa, yours is in a nation across the sea.
Yes.
And you know, there's a very
Me?
big sea to the north of you. Which, son, wasn't yours?
It's a port city, yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'll figure yours out. Cheery, roll me history.
I know I was told northeast, likely in the heart of undead area, but I know nothing beyond that.
Roll me history.
History, okay. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know it's fairly close to the Castle of Eternal Night.
Hashtag mountains. Hashtag are awesome.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm
Well,
proficient in
unfortunately, I have to get some sleep because I got to get up early. So,
mountains. End of the session.
yep, I'm going to take you guys out here. Give me 1 second. I will take the stream out and then I will be right back. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. These guys are always a great group to game with. Next session, we're gonna have another fun time. Little more combat in the next one. This was I was trying to do something with as little combat as possible, just to give the adventurers a little bit of a break. But thank you all for watching. Please come back Thursday, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time for Band of Wandering Idiots. Another great D&D group. A lot of these guys are in there. The rest of them usually chill in the chat, so it's a great time. Get a lot of people. And Friday, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time is Frozen Lands of Astea. And again, next week, we'll be having a full session, looking 4 to 6 hours of nonstop action next Tuesday, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Gonna be great. Unfortunately, the past 2 sessions on Tuesdays have been rather short because I have fun master certification training to do. But I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.